So hi there and welcome to Red Corner Boxing. You're with Jam, Mr. Neutral and special guest Sirhan Dai all the way from the United States. And as always, we are live. So again, welcome to Red Corner Boxing. We're going to start off this fantastic card from Las Vegas, Nevada with Bruce Shoo Carrington versus Jose Enrique Vivas. Delighted to be joined by my co-host, Mr. Neutral, and our special guest, Sirhan Dai. How are we today, lads? Are we all good?
Yes.
We're all good.
Fantastic, matey. This should be fun. Got to see what Shoo's got. He looks a talent. 27 years old against the 30-year-old Vivas, or Vivias. Let's see what he does. Mr. Shoo. The fight is just about to get underway, guys.
He enjoys a 6-inch reach over Vargas. Does
Vivas.
Rivas, excuse me.
Vivas with a V.
Vivas. So he's going to enjoy a jab reach tonight over his opponent. He's already called out, God, I can't remember the champion. Forgive me.
Don't worry, mate. It's early in the morning here in the UK, mate. We forgive you. But it's the final eliminator anyway for the WBC featherweight title, isn't it? So
yes.
Yes.
I can tell the difference in the size already, how much bigger Carrington is.
Yeah, he looks big. Though he looked quite drained at the weight on the scales. He looked very gaunt in the face on the scales for the weigh-in. He's come out with some nice solid jabs here.
Yeah, I saw it a little bit. He looked a bit starched.
Yeah, definitely.
But with that frame, I expect him to be a lightweight at some point.
Yeah, 100%. He is big, very big for the weight. Very big for the weight. Carrington's wearing all green. Got Vivas in the white and red, just so you know what colours they're wearing. Gold gloves for Bruce Shoo Carrington. As Vivas lands a couple of shots, but Carrington fires back. Starting to warm up here in the first round already, guys.
He's under
goes to the body.
He's quite happy to sit back and take pressure off Vivas. Which is quite half a dangerous game, as he's finding out at this moment.
Yeah, you can never take someone too lightly that you let them allow to punch on you, because you never know what power they're going to bring.
So, yeah.
Good body shot there from Vivas, but Carrington fires back with a right-left combo. Sticking out that left jab nice and stiff. Vivas just looks ready to go to war, though. Nice cheap shot on the inside there from Vivas. Caught Shoo on the chin. Shoo's got him pinned on the ropes. Flicking out the left jab. Nice screwdriver uppercut there from Shoo Carrington.
He seems quite happy to go head-to-head with Vivas right now, which is... I find that odd, considering his boxing skills that he possesses, his movement. If he wants to trade with Vivas, then it's a power. It's a contest of strength rather than skill. That was a nice uppercut, but I expected him to do a bit more movement. Sirhan, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I thought so also. I'm surprised he's laid on the ropes a little bit, but to his credit, he's actually had his own success.
He's under a bit of pressure now. Once again, up the ropes and lefts and rights coming in from Vivas. Just keeping Shoo under pressure. He's trying to jab away whilst he's moving. That's a bit of better movement from him. That's what we like to see. Whilst he lets himself get pinned up on the ropes, he's allowing his opponent then to score, which is detrimental.
So who are you giving that first round to, Mr. Neutral? Sirhan, how are we scoring that first round?
I'm giving it to Rivas.
To Rivas. What about you, Sirhan?
Same.
Vivas first round, 10-9. Okie dokie. So 10-9 Vivas. It's the round one from Las
He's
Vegas.
just for the better work, and he was accurate with his punches on Shushu.
Yeah, completely agree with you guys, to be honest. I think Shushu needs to do more, and I think he will as the fight progresses. His
Full
corner will be
start.
telling him the same thing. Here we go, guys. Ready for round two. And the bell goes in Vegas. Here we go.
Expect him to be lighter on his feet in this round.
Yeah, unless that weight drainage that because he did look very gaunt on the scales, and if that's a problem, he could be feeling the fatigue. You know how it goes when you don't make weight properly. If you have to boil down too much, it can be a very big hindrance on your performance on the night.
Look like Carrington's starting to pump his jab a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to keep him on that jab. That's his best weapon. Is to keep him on that long rangey jab.
I mean, we have a 6-inch reach advantage. You better use it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Learn from Sebastian Fundora.
This is exactly what I was talking about. He enjoys a 6-inch reach advantage, and yet he was allowing Vivas to put him up against the ropes, the corner in round one too many times. And now he's moving in round two a little bit better. But again, back on the ropes, just allowing Vivas to put some pressure on him. And there's 2-3 punches coming in, 4, 5, unanswered. He's allowing himself to be under pressure, pushes him away. But this is not, good scoring round for him. By the judges' eyes, he's already, 10, 15 punches behind?
Most certainly. Vivas looks up for this, mate. Vivas has seen something in Shushu he thinks he can exploit, and he's taken advantage so far.
I think he must be enjoying this because Shushu's playing his game.
He's allowing it, isn't he? He's allowing it.
Look at the body, what he's doing now.
Uppercut by Carrington, down goes Vivas.
Oh, you must be a bit ahead of us.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot. I think you're a couple of seconds ahead of us, Sir Han.
Yeah,
Vivas that was a beautiful shot.
Vivas opened up, and Carrington timed it perfectly.
That 2-3 punch. Beautiful shot from Shushu. I think Carrington's going for the stoppage here, guys. He's going hell for leather.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, another 2, 3, 4 uppercuts.
He's hurt. He's in big trouble. Carrington can't miss now.
Great accuracy.
Oh, this is huge.
Oh, beautiful. Referee's having a good look. He's got to be stopping that, surely.
This is over soon.
He's not getting hit. He's getting hit flush repeatedly.
That's too many shots there. He's took about 30, 40 shots here.
At least it was.
Oh my goodness! His accuracy is ridiculous.
Was you talking about Stephen Fulton Jr. earlier, by the way, neutral? As for Carrington called out, he's the featherweight champion, WBC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Cool boy, Steph.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10-8. That's a huge, huge round there for Bruce Shushu Carrington.
Actually, I'm going to whoop you guys. Give me that 110-7 because I thought Carrington just put a pummeling on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how the referee allowed that to go on, to be honest.
Yeah, give me that 110-7, Carrington.
Yeah, I've got you down for 10-7.
Look,
how many seconds ahead would you say he was, neutral, Sir Han? Because if you could just pause yours for a couple of seconds just so we can all be synced up.
Probably like 5 or 6.
Can you pause it for 5 seconds just so we can be on the same page?
Okay.
Thank you, mate. There you go. That should do it.
Well, I can tell you, as much as doctors were in the corner looking at Vivas.
Yeah, he got raw. That uppercut was something special, weren't it? From Shushu.
Is the uppercut the set up, then the 2-punch combination they're putting down?
Yeah, it was brutal. Fantastic. Well, that's what he's got in his locker, mate, Bruce Carrington. Very, very good, slick, accomplished fighter. I think he might stop him in this round, lads. What say you?
If he turns it up, he will. If he turns it up, he should.
There we go. Good body shot there from Carrington. He looks confident now. He's flexing now. He's flexing. He's Shushu. He's just working Vivas over now. Vivas still coming forward.
Seemed like this whole time Carrington was trying to lay him into a trap and timed it perfectly.
It was. Oh, a nice right hand there from Shushu. Caught him on top of his head. That can scramble the old brain a bit. Oh, lovely check left hook as well as he backed up. Fantastic work from Shushu Carrington. Vivas, though, ever the warrior, keeps fighting, the Mexican. Oh, lovely right hand from Shushu. Pummels him back, puts him back on the ropes. The ref's going to stop it. I think it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Should have stopped it at the end of the second round.
Yeah,
That was a very strange stoppage. Very strange. There was no real danger. He wasn't getting pummeled. He just hit him with one shot and he staggered into the ropes a wee bit and he's called it. It's a third round stoppage win for Shushu Carrington, TKO.
Probably right around too late. And I do agree about this one, but it didn't help that Vivas wasn't throwing back.
Yeah.
But a statement win for Carrington. A statement win.
It is.
Yeah.
Very good win, mate. Very good
No,
win.
that was it. It was Nick Bull.
Nick Bull.
And that's a fight worth watching.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, yeah.
He said
this one was a final eliminator for the WBC, and obviously Stephen Fulton's the WBC champ now, isn't he?
That's right. He said because Nick Bull's got, is it Quello? He's got to do his mandatory against the WBA mandatory. But they were talking about obviously the Inouye fight, which, but
yeah, that would be a super feather, wouldn't it?
And the special bouts, no, it'd be our featherweight 126. Inouye would have to come up.
Yeah,
that would come on the special bouts rule, which they put on, but which would supersede, the mandatory. But then Shushu came in afterwards and said, if any of that doesn't come about, I'll have, I'm your next rank down. I'll fight you. So he's looking for a big fight now, Shushu. And I think
get
that
him over to Liverpool, mate. Get him over to Liverpool to fight Nick the Wrecking Ball. Be more than happy with that.
That's just one avenue. But I think now that, he should be starting to take him seriously.
No, for sure.
And he needs to start stepping up.
Yeah.
15-0 now with 9 knockouts. You know what I mean? So it's a good resume.
23-3 Enrique Vivas is, a good scout, if you like.
He's never been stopped either, neutral. He's never been stopped.
Yeah, but you want to see the likes of Shushu Carrington, with bigger fights than this to be fair.
Of course.
So but I hope he gets it now.
In good time.
He should get it now with another outstanding performance.
Yeah, and again about Nick Ball. Imagine Shushu coming to Manchester or Liverpool to fight Nick the Wrecking Ball. That would be a fight, mate, for the ages. I would be down because they would go to war.
Oh, absolutely.
I would literally have to make that. I would have to make that fight.
I was confused at the start as to why he would want to sit and let Vivas unload on him. Obviously, he felt comfortable with that. Testing out the power, blah blah blah, and they said, "Right, I'm going to engage," and that's what he did. It just looked a bit dodgy at the beginning. So, but fair play to him. Great turnaround. Sahan, you see?
No, so he laid a trap for him, and Vivas fell for the trap, and you saw what happened.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. They're just doing an interview with Shushu, and then we'll be moving on to the next fight, which promises to be a good one too. Which is co-main. It's going to be Brian Norman Jr. defending his WBO title in the welterweight division against Derrieck Cuevas. So it'd be good to see Norman Jr. back out. It's been a minute since we've seen him, guys. Looking forward to seeing the return of Norman Jr.
About to see what he's made of.
Yeah, I like him. I like his dad. I like their family. I like what they do. I know the boot situation. He got a bit of slating, turning down that 1.6 million.
I fell out with many people over. I'm a big Brian Norman Jr. fan. And
I remember, Neutral. I was in the spaces, bro. I was in them spaces with you. I remember them days.
I took a hell of a roasted jams, but
I backed you. I backed you all the way, brother.
You know that. But the faith will be restored because these same people who were criticising him will be singing his praises tonight. Shit you not, because the Santillan performance was spectacular in every sense of the word. From the pure engagement that them two gentlemen showed and the way that Brian Norman Jr. finished the fight, it was just absolutely superb. And he'll take a lot of beating. Trust me, because this guy likes to bang, as you'll see tonight. But there'll be a lot of people praising Brian Norman Jr. after tonight. But the thing is, will we get to see Boots at 147 again? Sahan, what do you think?
I know he's going to fight Stanionis next. We'll see where it goes after that.
Yeah,
Now,
Boots
turn
fights Manchester Stanionis next, doesn't he? Be a good
And
fight,
remind-
that will.
Let me remind everybody, Stanionis is no pushover. I'm surprised everybody thinks Boots is going to handle him. It's not going to be as easy as people think. I think Boots wins, but it's not going to be easy. This Stanionis guy is no pushover.
Oh, believe me, mate. Mantis is no mug. Trust me, he'll take him to the trenches. He'll take him places he's never been before.
You just took my saying. This Ukrainian is going to take him to the trenches.
For
There's
sure.
no two ways about it. And yeah, Boots
Yeah,
Ennis, very good.
We're about to see how good he is.
We're about to see how good he is. So I know he's very slick, very good body movement, lateral movement in there. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty, and you've got a Ukrainian jabbing in 3-4 punches at a time coming at you, and he averages what 50, 60 punches around, maybe more. That's going to be hard for Boots to handle in any situation. I thought Stanionis was harshly done by in his last fight. But let's see if that trend continues. But he's going to prove to be a very, very tough hombre for Boots Ennis.
Completely agree. Should Boots come through that against Stanionis, and obviously Norman Jr. comes through tonight as we expect him to against Derrieck Cuevas, do we think we can still see that fight down the road, guys?
Of course. I think, it was too rushed. Boots, Brian Norman Jr. had only just got the belt 2 weeks before Eddie Hearn on the day that his mandatory was to run out, the day that the pus bid had to be fulfilled. He makes an offer to Brian Norman Jr. $1.7 million. But, after all the expenses and paying top rank 30% of that, he would have walked away with maybe $500,000.
And you're probably giving up your O as well. He probably knew at that stage he'd be giving up his O.
Exactly. Risk versus reward just wasn't in it. I spoke to Brian Norman Jr.'s father. He just said he just wasn't there. They topped it up a little bit so he cleared $1 million for the fight, which, as a champion, that's not too much of an ask, is what you clear. But it is what it is. The fight, for me, I said, this will be a good fight for next year. Let Brian Norman Jr. get a defense. If he's no good, he won't make it.
That's it.
The defense was put on, then had to be put off, obviously, because Brian Norman got an injury, a shoulder injury. But here we are today, and he's got to prove to be every bit the WBO champion.
Yeah, 100%, matey, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes out like, whether he comes out aggressive, whether he's mad at the world, whether he feels a bit aggrieved that people slated him so much, that people didn't give him so little chance against Boots if he fought him. I think he's going to come out with a point to prove with that bit between his teeth and really go hell for leather on Cuevas and make a statement. What do you guys think to that?
Yeah, you're right. Well, Cuevas is a mandatory, I don't think he's in the same stratosphere as Brian Norman Jr., but, that's going to be proven tonight one way or the other.
He's never been stopped himself either, has he? He's only got the one loss, one draw. He's never been stopped, so he's a tough operator, but I think we're all saying Norman Jr. stoppage.
Yeah, we are. Well, hopefully we'll see that unification in the fight. I mean, hopefully Boots doesn't move up and leave sort of the division hanging.
Is Michael Moore against George Foreman they're showing at the minute?
Yeah, it certainly is.
Oh, what a fight. I've just literally caught out the corner of my eye. Sorry there to interrupt and change the topic, but
I've never seen
why
a
they're
man.
showing it. Obviously, it's in remembrance of Big George. R.I.P. to the big man, of course.
I've never seen a man take so much punishment and come back and win.
Mate, I wouldn't have wanted to take one from Big George Foreman. My God, I took some smacks in my time, but never from a guy like that. He's built different, weren't he? Bless him. Built different.
incredible fight, incredible boxer, incredible man.
Yeah, 100%.
To think that he had two careers and be world champion in both of them is phenomenal. He retired at 27 to become a pastor and come
And then he
back
became world champ again in his 40s. He's still the oldest ever heavyweight world champion, isn't he? If I'm correct, 45 years old, was it?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
So amazing stuff.
And
Amazing stuff.
even in his second career, it took him to his 25th fight to finally get a world title shot.
Hey, they're showing Costa Zoo now. Costa Zoo.
Unbelievable stuff. So
Costa Zoo.
and the reason why he come back, Sahan, was such an inspiration to me. You know, he, as you know himself, he started his own ministry in Houston, and it's because of the youth program that he was running that was running out of money, and that he took that decision to come back to boxing, to put himself into that world again at the age of 37 and so many months, and have that desire and that ambition in the name of his own church's work to inspire him. And he said he had a chat with God, and God said, do what you have to do. So he asked permission
From the big man, the big man,
from
the big man himself.
himself. I mean, I hope the films come out. You've seen all them, but he never captured the real heart of the man, the real heart of the story. So, fondly remembered, and he'll be missed by all.
Tell you what we should do, Neutral and Sirhan. We should get I Foreman. You know Jonathan Foreman. Get him on for a chat one day. You know, to reminisce about his uncle, great George Foreman. He'd have some great insights about family politics and stories that we wouldn't know about, that weren't in the public eye. That'd be a great one for us to do for the people of Red Corner Boxing.
This is true. The UK fans would love that. He already does, obviously, his own podcast, Pay the Tall Boxing, as we all know. Yeah. Give them a check out, guys. Like and subscribe. Which he's currently doing a series on that. But, not many UK fans have had that opportunity to talk about that side of his story. It's fascinating.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but we'll definitely get Jonathan on. He's a good guy, great guy.
He is.
It's a pure boxing family, and the knowledge between them is incredible. Yeah. So I proper enjoyed just your fighter series last week. This week you've got Pernell Whitaker.
Yes.
Some story, and we look forward to that.
Yes, Wednesday this week, guys. Wednesday at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard.
Make sure you guys check it out with Sirhan, the fighter series here on Red Corner Boxing.
Sirhan does a great job for us.
Absolutely. Great insight. Great job. So they're obviously playing some old tapes of boxers on the television right now. Ali's cut. That's Michael Spinks.
Yep, Spinks pounding on Ali on the ropes.
That's actually Leon Spinks.
Oh, yeah. Leon Spinks.
He fought both of them.
Yeah, he's really wailing away on Ali, isn't he, at the moment?
It's mad to think that Spinks was a cruiserweight fighting 6'3"
the best boxer in the world.
It's just the sheer volume of punches Ali couldn't deal with at that time. By the way, he had onset Parkinson's at that point as well.
Yeah,
which was undiagnosed at that time. This is what a lot of people don't realize about Ali. His own brain problems started a lot earlier than what people actually think. I remember when I was a boy watching Ali. And especially this fight. I must have been 10 years of age watching this fight. A week later, you couldn't watch it live. It was always the week later you get the tape.
Yeah.
And when I saw this guy taking this much punishment as he did in this fight, and you're thinking, that's not the Ali that you've seen in the black and white from the 60s
Cassius Clay ones.
That beat Sonny Liston twice. Before he went to jail, as you followed his history. But when I was a boy watching this, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah. Went to jail for refusing to join the American Army, didn't he? Refusing to turn up for national duty.
Refusing the draft to Vietnam, which nobody can blame him for.
That's what they call it. Sorry, yeah. Basically refusing to go and fight in a war he didn't believe in.
Yeah. Now, if that had been boxing today, Sahan, this would have been stopped a long time ago.
Yes.
If you look at fighters today, Lomachenko, Usyk, Serhii Bohachuk, they all went and fought for Ukraine when Russia invaded. You know, but Ali didn't believe it was a right, justified thing for him to do. So you can't knock him for it. You got to stand on your beliefs.
But that's their war. You know, Ukraine. This wasn't Ali's war. This was that war was 10,000 miles away.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's an invasion in their own country, I suppose.
And nothing to do with them. You know, it's nothing to do with him and his church and all this. So, you know, people have their beliefs and should be allowed to, you know, and not be forced. I don't agree with forcing people into
different time back then, though, weren't it?
Armies and shit like that. But it is what it is. That's history for you. But it was sad to see him that fight. One of his last fights.
I think 1978, I believe, wasn't it? This one.
Yes.
Yeah. And to think he was still fighting after this.
Crazy. But you know, his style of fighting, he liked to stand on the ropes and just let people wail. He let George Foreman do it, didn't he, for hours? Just hours. It felt like hours, just wail on him.
The rope,
you know, you're always going to end up with some kind of injury after that, ain't you, to be fair. But he was the best to ever do it.
He took so much punishment that he wore his opponent out and then comes back and
knocks them out.
Punishes them, but on this occasion it wasn't to be.
No. Too fit, too young. Like you said, the natural cruiser. Bit like Usyk against Fury, just waited for the big man to tire himself out and then went for him.
Absolutely incredible fight.
Such an entertainer, though, weren't he, Ali? Such an entertainer.
This is the last round of 15. Look at it. They're still going at
real warriors back then.
It's because of Ali and other fighters that have experienced brain damage in their careers, you know, that they changed the rules from 15 rounds to 12 rounds.
It was, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they change it because they're health and safety conscious these days. To change it back to 10 rounds.
Wouldn't surprise me. Tommy Morrison now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Against Bennett.
What did you make of
Tommy Morrison back in the day?
He was frustrating, Tommy Morrison. So good, so talented, yeah, but
there's a lot of rumours about roids and stuff, weren't there, with him?
Oh, obviously, yeah, but it was just the fact that he wasn't a smart boxer for me.
The brawler.
He was a brawler, and he was either knock out or get knocked out.
Yeah.
Would you?
When he delivered the hit, it was it. But when he got hit, it was it. That's Tommy Morrison.
Like we just seen, he got took there, didn't he? By Bennett, got took.
That
fight cost him $8 million in a unification against Lennox Lewis.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was tentatively agreed upon. If he beat Bent, he got that $8 million payday for Lewis for a unification fight in '93. Bent knocked him out in the first round, and that was it.
And he got sparked instead.
Michael Bent wasn't one of the best heavyweights either, was he?
Just a banger, another banger.
Now he got starched by Herbie Hyde in his next fight.
That's right. Remember Big
Herbie? I like Herbie Hyde. I thought about Herbie Hyde for ages, man. I used to watch his fights with my old man when I was a kid.
He was a great boxer.
Mike Tyson, Errol Bomber Graham, Herbie Hyde, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Vander Holyfield, Frank Bruno. They were my era growing up, you know what I mean? My dad used to come and wake me up at 2 in the morning to listen to it on the radio because it weren't even on TV back in like 89, 90. You know, around them times. We'd sit
It's
around the
just,
radio and listen to it and that. They were the days.
this is top rank with their mega long pauses between fights.
Yeah, forgot about that when I said we'd do all these in one link. We could have just broken it down into 3 different shows, couldn't we? Oh, well.
My
We got Don Curry against Hunnigan. Lloyd Hunnigan.
That was the end of Curry because a flaw was exposed.
Yeah,
became
Lloyd
the world-
Hunnigan was some fighter, though, wasn't he, Sirhan?
Good for you guys over there. He was.
It's both of them are fantastic, to be fair.
Don't think much to his pink shorts, though, to be fair. I don't think much to his pink shorts. All spandex and spangler. Looks a bit fruity, doesn't he? A bit of a fruity lad. Won't tell him that to his face, though. You know what I mean?
He was a showman. He was
Good
a
fighter,
showman.
but a bit of an odd character, Hunnigan.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah. The Conor Ben of yesteryear. Liked his eggs a little too much.
Nah, but he was a great boxer, like.
He was.
Both of them were.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I
know I
remember this fight.
start a show, though, at a certain time just to not show anything, you know what I mean? Surely they should have filler fights or something, you know what I mean? Like, what are they doing, man? It's great watching these old classics, but I don't think people that came through to watch us talk about
They
old
certainly
classics, you know what I
haven't.
mean?
So, the winner of this fight tonight with Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan, surely they got to be looking for unification now.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing childish after the fight, because what happened the first fight was just absolutely kiddish.
The paint gate.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a New York thing? Rather, I mean, this fight's in Vegas, so is it just the odd characters like in New York? I mean, London's exactly the same, you know, all these major cities.
Possibly, because New York's had a lot of weird characters in recent years. And I was there in '99 for the first Evander Holyfield Lennox Lewis fight, and I thought characters were weird then. They've gotten weirder since.
Can imagine. Okay, oh, bloody hell, he just got starched. He's so happy. Look how happy Lloyd Hunnigan is. He's jumping around in his little pink tidy panties, you know what I mean? Buzzing. He's buzzing. But yeah, that Paintgate situation, though, Team Ryan were quick to blame Team Mayer and even blamed it on Evans Tobler, didn't they? Who was strength and conditioning coach for Sandy Ryan. For Mikaela Mayer, sorry.
There was Mickey Duff there. He was my brother-in-law's manager.
Mickey Duff, legend of the boxing world.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah, his manager was Terry Lawless, if you remember him.
Yeah, Frank Bruno's manager.
That's right. He was also my brother-in-law's manager back in '92 when my brother-in-law was the British super featherweight champions, rather. Mark Bowers. They got Mark, top lad. Yeah, used to have great times following him back in the day. Royal Albert Hall.
Is he still in the boxing world, Neutral? Does he still do coaching or is he finished?
No, he's finished now, mate. He's same age. He's in his 50s now. He's a good lad.
You still speak to him often?
Oh, well, he's divorced from my sister now. He's remarried and that, but I still call him, the brother-in-law.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, brothers are brothers for life, mate.
25 years as part of the family. It's hard to walk away from that, but I had the utmost respect for him. Sorry, I'm off camera there. I had the utmost respect for him as a human and a boxer, and it was always good fun being in his team.
Yeah, where did he fight out of, Neutral?
Southampton.
Southampton. Oh, lovely.
Mark Bowers, 1992, British champion.
I remember the name. I've seen him. I think he was on Sky Sports a couple of times. Was he on the undercards?
Traveling family. So absolutely tremendous boxer. And it was a shame he had an accident. He fell off a ladder, ended his career
So sad.
at the age of 29, I think he was.
Yeah, in the prime of his life.
Exactly.
That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
But he was, very, very good boxer. A bit like Nick Ball, small, compact,
All action.
all action. Bit like our Jack Punk Hugh kid,
Jack Hughes.
Yeah, he reminds me of Jack sometimes,
Yeah, can't wait to see his fight, April 4th, next
That's
weekend.
right, Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, home of Chelsea Football Club, UK versus USA live. We'll probably do a watch-along for that, Neutral, if you fancy it.
I think we should do. Should it be rude not to?
It would, matey, it would.
Well,
It would.
hopefully...
Might even get Jack to give us a FaceTime while we're live after his fight and have his say on what happened.
That'd be great. Well, hopefully Top Line get their acting gear and get us another fight on this card.
They're doing
sharpish.
another top 10, so they're only on number 8, so there's another 8 to
Oh
go yet.
my God, Sinew Maloney now. We must apologise to our viewership right now for the delay in these fights.
There's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately.
Nothing. So we're just going to fill you in with some boxing knowledge in the meantime.
Oh, I got something I got to say.
Go on.
Go for it, sir.
I'm seeing these all-time great heavyweight listings.
Yes.
I'm talking about all-time great. Ali, Joe Louis, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Some people are starting to put Alexander Usyk up there. And now everybody knows Alexander Usyk's my number 1 fighter pound for pound.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to put him in that upper echelon of all-time greats, you better have a legitimate, valid reason before you look foolish, because Alexander Usyk's reign was as cruiserweight, and he had a decent reign at heavyweight. But the guys over him, amongst the all-time great heavyweights, have done it for longer times and longer significant matches. I'm trying to figure out why would people still suddenly think Usyk is in that conversation?
Good question. It's a fantastic question. Many will agree with you, but many will also come back and say, but how many have achieved what he's achieved? The only question you've got to ask ourselves today is the value of that achievement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know. I think he's had 8 fights at heavyweight, but it's the value in that heavyweight run, that the belt run that he's gone on, the defenses, 2 times now.
Beat Fury twice, AJ.
Dubois.
AJ twice.
Dubois.
Andy twice.
Yeah.
So the arguments about, and I see where you're coming from, because it's a very good one, and I have to agree with you. But the facts is the achievement level. Now, you're going to get people that generations differ in what they value as, a heavyweight in their achievements. Today, it's just all facts, and what they see on the computer, right? So, for instance, I'm at BoxRec right now, right? And I'm looking at Jerron Ennis, 33-0-0. That looks fantastic on paper. But then I look at a guy who's like in the same division. I go to Brian Norman Jr. and he's like 18-0-0. So you think automatically there's a massive difference in these resumes. But the fact is they got 1 belt each, right? Now, if you look at the Hall of Fame, if these 2 never won a belt again, but somehow they got in the Hall of Fame. One's got 18 fights with a belt and one's got 33 fights with a belt. And you think, well, the one with that, but it's exactly the same. The thing is, when Usyk gets away with it, is the sheer amount of belts in those 8 fights that he's fought for. And that, in some people's minds, is a great argument against, let's say, for instance, who's never won a belt? Ray Mercer, right?
Mm-hmm. Good point.
I think Ray Mercer would murder Usyk.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Shoot me dead
how
now.
tough of a fighter Mercer was. People forgot how brutal he was.
Oh, I think he'd murder Usyk, but I'm gonna get 1,000 people on my Twitter going, "You don't know what you're talking about."
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen Ray Mercer many times fight. I've seen Usyk fight, and when the dimensions are the same, but the punch output, and this is another thing, Ray Mercer averaged 70, 80 punches a round. Such was the ferocity of the man.
Pull up his fight in 1990 against Burr Cooper to back up exactly what you said.
There you go.
Fight, yeah.
Usyk could not have handled that, in my opinion. And I feel that you're quite right. And when you say how many people have Usyk so high, when in actual fact, I think he would have struggled against, I would say 80% of the boxers around in the 90s. I think he would have probably he would have struggled to get maybe 60% of the boxers in the 80s. You know, your Mike Tysons.
Lewis would have beaten.
Yeah, like Lewis, Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes
George
would have
Foreman even
beaten
back in his
Riddick.
day.
I think Riddick Bowe would have beaten.
Yeah.
I'll go fast. Tim Witherspoon.
Yeah,
He
was a solid one.
He was solid, mate. And Usyk's got a certain amount of power, but he hasn't got knockout power like these chaps had back then. He just doesn't have it.
And these guys had the power to finish you when the opportunity came.
Oh, so do you remember this knockout, guy? Sorry to interrupt you. Andy Lee against Jackson. Do you remember this? That knockout. That left hand
Jackson had the fight.
What a punch.
Yes, Jackson had the fight.
I don't know how he done that. I think do you know that I have rewound that fight punch so many times. It comes under the Ali Liston ghost punch sort of scenario. It was so quick, and because it was a short one, and he walked onto the chin. It was so quick, and people were just expecting, looking at the right from Jackson that was about to land on Lee, but he got there first. Stunned
this is another great one, Pacquiao Marquez. Was this number 4? Oh, Pacquiao went to sleep.
Pacquiao was never the same after that.
And he was supposed to be on drugs at this point.
Pacquiao got cleansed, mate. He got cleansed.
And it's a load of shite, in my opinion, because you got Bud Crawford coming out on Pound for Pound podcast.
I seen it, saying that if he hadn't asked him for a test, he would have still been fighting and all that.
And he's saying that he can't place Pacquiao in his top 5 pound for pound because there's drug issues hanging over him.
Because he refused to take one drug test one time, apparently.
And if you're going to do that for Pac, you got to do it for Floyd. Because he was
remember that one.
same.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to play that game, Bud Crawford, you got to rule out Floyd Mayweather. You got to rule out Roy Jones.
Pretty much all the boxers pre-2012, 15, you know what I mean?
I know. So, do you know what I think he's doing? Right? I think what he's doing, he's making room for his ego to fit into this pound for pound narrative by demeaning other people's accomplishments. Errol Spence, for instance, he was on that about him the other day. Yeah. Today it was Pacquiao. So he's replacing these top pound for pound greats with his own name. Should he come up and beat Crawford? But I think that's just pure fantasy. Bud Crawford for me hasn't got a chance against Crawford. In my eyes,
yeah, he said
Canelo.
If he beats Canelo, it puts him in the all-time top 5 pound for pound fighters. I think that's nonsense.
That's what he's looking for. That's what and that's the narrative that he's pushing. Should he beat Canelo? There is argument, to be fair.
He's a very good fighter, but his resume ain't that good.
I just don't think that he's got a chance. Myself.
He's no way near pound for pound top 10, never mind 5 in light of all time, not even close.
If anyone thinks he's knocking Canelo out, they're in cloud cuckoo land.
Canelo doesn't even get touched, man. Canelo, he might lose the fight to Bud, but he ain't getting knocked out.
There's been bigger, harder, stronger men than Bud Crawford that have tried knocking Canelo out, and it's not happened in their dreams. So
He
I don't know
better-
what
He
I don't
better
know what
be-
imagination he's thinking that he's going to knock Canelo out. It's not going to happen.
Been smoking up
He
the good
better-
stuff, man.
He better beat Canelo, otherwise everything he said is gonna look. He's gonna look bad. with everything he said.
Exactly.
He better
He-
beat Canelo, which
I
I don't
think-
know if that's gonna happen. I don't know
I'm
if that's
taking
gonna happen.
Cinnamon all the way, mate. I love
Yeah,
Bud Crawford. I'm a big fan, but I think Cinnamon takes it, mate. I think
Yeah, I think he's
just
gonna
think the
steamroll
Mexican
him.
takes it.
He's gonna steamroll him.
I think he'll be too big, too strong. Bud does look big as well. Bud looks really big and strong at the weight himself, but he's not used to it, and he's not took a punch from a 168er. I think he's going to find out that why there's weight divisions for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, amen to that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo gets his first knockout for a while. You know what I mean? Against
I
decent level
I
of-
think he stops him. I think the body punches will be too hard. And what's been funny about Canelo's last fights is I don't think he's been asked about knocking him out. I think he's just been doing enough to win and win convincingly. Take Belanga.
I was just
Carried
going to
him.
say Belanga's probably the one most people talk about.
He carried Belanga for 2 rounds. He carried Munguia for 3 rounds.
Didn't want to
And
knock him out on Cinco de
he
Mayo.
he preferred to have a scrap with John Ryder than use his undoubted skills. He made it entertaining. And, you know, it's like, what can you do for me in the ring with Canelo? He's been there, seen it, done it with everybody, right? He's getting bored now of winning.
Just going through
Bored.
the motions.
Going for the he's on autopilot.
Yeah.
But along comes the pretender, Terence Bud Crawford. And he's antagonized him. He's cried that much for the fight with Taki Al-Sheikh. He's got
That video, mate. You see that video we put on a Canelo on the channel, Neutral, where he's punching the bag. You hear it, man. It's like a bloody horse kicking. It's like pure smacks, mate. If Canelo's had one of them on Bud's body, Bud's going to sleep by hook or by crook.
So Taki Al-Sheikh has approached Canelo on behalf of Bud Crawford. Like, this is. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. Canelo's done this. All right, Taki. All right.
Made the Jake Paul kerfuffle about fighting Jake Paul just to get his name back out there so he can charge more money off Turkey.
Yeah. What's in it for me? $400 million over 4 fights.
I'm there.
All right. I'm
listening.
I'm listening. Right. Okay. What do I have to do? You have to give up this. Yeah, great. Okay, then. 4 fights. I'll do Skull first. I'll do Crawford, and then I'll pick another 2 after that. Now he's got something to work for. Yeah. He was getting bored with $30-40 million with Belangas and your Munguias and your Riders. Now he's got 400 million big ones to look at. You know,
counting up that paper, pimping that paper, sir.
That's why he's going to make $200 million for the Benavidez fight.
There you go. So exactly, and all that rubbish about ducking Benavidez. Benavidez
is the other way around.
Boy.
It's the other way around.
Benavidez had 2 chances to fight Canelo and turned them both down. And then once he didn't get his fight, then started crying like a baby, calling him out, saying that he's ducking me. We all know what happened. Benavidez took Canelo.
And now he's trying to get a fight with Dimitri Bivol. Good luck.
Put it this way, right? If PBC still had active fighters like Errol Spence and you know, all the big names, Keith Thurman, David Benavidez is way down the line in PBC popularity. Do you remember 2-3 years ago? Now all of a sudden he's their number 1 cat.
It's all they've got.
All their energy is going on, and the fans is, you know, Benavidez has picked up so many fans from other boxers that he's beat because they were fans of them. And now he's picked up them fans. I see it all the time on Twitter. It's ridiculous. So he picks up all these fans. All of a sudden, he's PBC's number 1 man. And the excuses that are coming out for him for not going to Riyadh to face Bevel is ridiculous. It's got to be in America. It's got to be in Vegas. Otherwise, you know, blah, 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 blah. What they do, and he said it himself, Benavidez, straight after the fight. I'd rather not fight in Riyadh. I want to fight in Vegas. That's my new home. Did he not say that, Serhan?
What was it?
You know, Benavidez said Vegas is my new home. I want to fight there. Yeah. I don't want to, if I have to, I'll go to Riyadh. That was his words. But,
Then back it up.
The underlying tone of that narrative to me is, I don't want to fight Bivol right now.
Exactly.
Right now. These
Yeah,
are forcing it on him.
This is
and he's backtracking a little bit.
Same games he played with Canelo Alvarez. He's doing the same with Dimitri Bivol. I mean, it's
exactly.
all it is. I mean, and that clown Samson, whatever that moron calls himself, is a part of it. I mean, if you listen to him,
he can't make his mind up one way or the other. Him,
neither. No, exactly.
Because on one hand, he said that Bivol will be fighting Benavidez, as per the WBC ruling, mandatory. But the WBC they order them, but they don't enforce them. The Rocky Ajani case in 2005, when they nearly went bust for trying to enforce a mandatory, and took his title away to give to Roy Jones Jr. They're not going to do that. They've never enforced a mandatory since.
Right.
Enforced. There's a difference between ordered and a difference between enforced. And that's why when Canelo had David Benavidez as his mandatory last year, did the WBC enforce that mandatory? No. Because the get out clause was David Benavidez didn't mandate it. He didn't apply for it to the WBC. That's the difference.
But nobody wants to talk about it. Exactly. That's a part. Everybody
they
forgets
don't want
about.
to talk about it because they say, there was no money in it as a mandatory. Well, I'm sorry, but you're not chasing greatness then, are you?
Nope.
That's it. Mate, I'd like to see Benavidez and Mikaela Mundo Smith. I think that would be a good mix-up. That's the kind of fight I want to see him in.
They're all right when they're uniting interims, which is a first in my... I've never seen interims unified. It's against all the sanctioning body's rules. If you're a champion in one sanctioning body, you can't be a champion in another one until it's been for unification. And yet they've you've unified interims, and now they're all opening for. And Samson, that's what I was talking about, Lekovich, coming back to him. He's now saying that there's a possibility we're going to fight. Benavidez is going to fight Smith. So they can't make their mind up one way or the other. They talk about Bivol on one hand, and then they're talking Smith on the other. I know they know what's going to happen. WBC are not going to enforce no mandatory, right? The IBF will, because Michael Eifert's already
again for the third time.
He's already stepped aside as Michael Eifert, so that's definitely going to be Bivol's next fight. If not the undisputed again with Beterbiev, because I don't think Beterbiev's. I don't think he's in it. I don't think
Turkey
he's into
don't
it.
want it either, does he? Turkey said he don't want it. He don't want Beterbiev against Bivol 3. He wants the Benavidez fight. That's the only one pushing for that.
He wants it, but he also promised Bivol the rematch. Now he's got to do the same for Beterbiev here.
Yeah, you'd think, but
he can't do what he can't do it for one.
If I have to at the end of the
fight,
it
has to. Yeah, well, Beterbiev did say that if I need to, if I have to, then I will. But I don't think he wants to. There's a difference between want, need, and have.
Yeah.
So lots to play for there, but there's a lot of nonsense going on at 175 right now, and they should sort it out.
To piggyback on what Neutral was talking about, remember he was at the Beterbiev Bivol rematch and left the rematch early, being Benavidez.
Correct.
And Benavidez got a lot of backlash for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
what was the point in going there
if you're not going to stay for the fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like here today, gone tomorrow. Flying all the way out there to Riyadh and all the way back. What a way to waste miles and dollars on a fight that made no sense.
He left straight away. I mean, his carbon footprint is disgusting for that weekend.
To be fair, I actually became quite a David Benavidez fan during the build-up to the Morrell fight. I never liked David Benavidez. I was anti-Benavidez. I was all about Canelo. I was always against Benavidez just because of that, the beefs online and whatnot. But I watched a load of his stuff leading up to that Prime fight, Amazon Prime pay-per-view against David Morrell, and the way he conducted himself, and I actually became a bit of a fan. And then I seen him spatting some absolute garbage again after, and I just thought, this guy's just unhinged, man.
Remember something?
He's just unhinged. Like, he's just not right. What is wrong with him?
Remember something else? After the Canelo Magia fight, Canelo offered David Benavidez to go into the ring and to be next to him. Benavidez declined and left the arena.
Yeah, well, the same as he did when he was offered to fight with Canelo his first 2 times, weren't it?
Yes.
Took his V card, his V plates, and hopped it out of there.
And not to mention the guy has 2 flunk cocaine tests and was stripped of a title once.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He lost a title on the scales. Was I know?
I know he lost on the scales. I thought he said cocaine for some reason.
Yeah. He has the flunk cocaine test in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one.
I'll send you the screenshot after the show.
Yeah, nice one, matey. Thank you. Yeah.
This is an egregious delay in this boxing here right now.
It's been over an hour since the last fight.
They should have
over an hour.
Should have had at least a fight in the middle or something.
You think they'd have a couple of fillers? You know what I mean? I watched the show in Gibraltar earlier on Box Nation, and the Casey Kadimi against Sean Bruce main event got called off. They had 2 fights ready to go. Boom, straight away.
Box Nation still does
2 more fights.
Box Nation still does fights.
Yeah, Box Nation's back up and running again under Warren Boxing Management.
Way back when we had the Amazon stick, we used to watch the HBO fights. We always watched the Box Nation version. They always put on good shows. The guys that used to call to the studio before they went to the fights, they were having a good time. We loved it.
Steve Bunce and Steve Lillis.
Yes, yeah, they were good guys. I liked them.
Yeah, good lads. Well, Bunce is a bit of a ding dong, but Steve Lillis is a great lad. And they used to have the little Welshman, former champ Barry Jones as well.
Yes, I remember Barry. Yeah, I remember Barry Jones. But
Box Nation are up and running again, but it's the younger. It's not Frank anymore. It's Frank's son, and it's now called Warren Boxing Management (WBM).
Okay.
And they're doing Box Nation. It's up and running again. It's free on YouTube.
I'll
check it out. They had a show tonight in Gibraltar, and 2 Gibraltars. They came out to the national anthem of Gibraltar. It was a massive, massive show for the country, for the small nation.
Right, because
it was under the Maltese Boxing Authority, and it was a really good show. Both of them one got a knockout, one won on points. The 2 brothers, Monty, what's their name? Monty Grifo brothers. It was, honestly, if you get a chance, check it out on the internet, mate. Honestly, Monty Grifo, the younger brother, Chris Kriss, he got a knockout in the 3rd round. It was spectacular.
But yeah, I remember because we watched the HBO version of the fight on Box Nation because the HBO version of the story was dying down before it died out. We watched the Box Nation version. And we liked it better because the guys just had fun in the studio when that show was on.
Bunsey, Lillis and Barry Jones, they were fun as hell. Yeah, I used to love it. I used to pay $9.99 a month for that back in the day. Well, way back when, you know what I mean? It was great fun. But they're back up and running now. Like I say, under the younger. I don't know if it's George Warren or one of the other Warrens, but one of Frankie's little lads are doing it now. So
I remember the old from back when. I love that version. Me and my brother always had the Fire Stick. We always watched the Box Nation version of some of the fights, especially the HBO and Showtime ones.
Yeah, it was terrific. It was good fun, mate. It was good fun. But yeah, they're back again, mate. So check them out. They're back again.
I gotta tell my brother this. He'd love it.
Yeah, make sure you do, pal. Make sure you do. Well, hopefully we're not far away now, guys, from bringing some live action. They're just going through the Norman Jr. highlights again, which they've already shown like 3 times against Santillan. They've actually showed this 3, maybe 4 times already. That's how much they're running out of content here. They've gone through past era fights. They've gone through all sorts. And we're back to the same Norman Jr. stuff they were showing us an hour ago. Terrible from Top Rank, this is. Why haven't they got a couple of lads ready to just get in there and have a scrap on live TV? You know what I'm saying? This is bloody primetime television. Shouldn't be an hour break between bloody fights, man. They didn't expect Emiliano Vargas to get the knockout in the 2nd round, so they weren't ready for the start, so it got pushed from 12 to bloody 1 o'clock, and then we've had to wait another hour and bloody 10 minutes for another fight. It's crazy talk.
Well, we're at it, Jim. I sent you that link about the flunk cocaine test by David Benavidez. When you get a chance after the show, read it. I'm going to read this to you right now real quick so you can get a preview.
Yeah, of course, mate.
It's back in September of 2018. He tested positive for a banned substance. It was, I can't even pronounce the name correctly. Key ingredient in cocaine. He had the belt and was stripped of it as a result.
Ah, fair enough, matey. Fair enough. I know he got his title on the scales. I didn't know about the cocaine bit.
Yeah, this was in 18. I think it was after he lost the title on the scales.
Funny that though, isn't it? Because another light heavyweight, Liam Cameron, he got a 5-year ban for a nanogram of cocaine. Yet David Benavidez was fighting 6 months later?
Yes.
Just shows you the
Yeah, but
bias towards big names, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
that was the British. That was the British Boxing Board of Control. There's different commission rules and punishments.
It was 5 years though. It's a bit stank for a nanogram of cocaine that any one of us could have picked up at any club in the UK or anywhere around the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what can you do?
That's
He's back now, and he's fighting Ben Whittaker in the rematch soon. So we'll be covering that on Red Corner Boxing. So make sure you tune in for that, and hopefully there'll be a lot speedier fights than what Top Rank are doing tonight.
And somebody please tell Ben Whittaker to actually grow up, because the way he acted after that fight, the first fight, is just absolutely clownish.
It was embarrassing, wasn't it? It was embarrassing, mate. The way he quit in that fight was embarrassing, but the way he conducted himself afterwards.
It was a quit job. It was a quit job. I don't care what.
That's why they call him Ben Whittaker. Ben Whittaker. Ben Q.
I like that. Ben
Q
Whittaker.
with the
I like that. I like that.
It's going to be a good fight, man. It's on Easter Sunday as well, so we've got boxing on Easter Sunday. Love that. So we get to cover boxing on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, mates. That's going to be one hell of a weekend for me and Mr. Neutral, and you, Sirhan, if you want to join, of course.
Yes, I'll be there.
It's going to be a good show, mate. It's going to be a good show. They're literally just running through the Santillion fight again now. They've gone back to the same fight they've shown 4 times. So now we're on the 5th showing of it.
It was a great fight, though, it has to be said.
It was, but I think 5 times was a charm, you know what I mean? They're showing it for the 6th time now. It was a good fight, but I didn't need to see it 6 times today. I've already seen it a few times in the past.
It was what's incredible about Brian Norman Jr. He's actually a bit of a wizard, you know, with the books. You know, I was talking to his father, you know, and in his spare time, all he does is study. And he left school early with, you know, all kinds of honours. So he's an intelligent boy as well.
Yeah, we interviewed him, didn't we, on Boxing Media Hub Neutral? Me and you did.
That's right.
Yeah, Brian Norman Sr. on. He's great, absolute gentleman. Really was. Went a bit crazy after the Santillion win, though, didn't he? Do you remember? I was screaming at him. That's my 23-year-old son, you motherfuckers are talking about. That's my 23-year-old son, you're trash talking, you bitches. Really went in on one, didn't he? Like, literally went in on one.
He's not a man to mess with, is Bernard.
Yeah, man, you don't mess with him. You don't mess with old Brian Norman Sr.
Brian, yeah, sorry.
Bernard Jalil's dad, who you interviewed the other day on Red Corner Boxing.
That's right, yeah.
Bernard Hackett, Jalil Major Hackett's dad. Great fella as well. You know what I mean? Great interview, by the way. If anyone's not seen it, it's Mr. Neutral Meets, episode 1. Bernard Hackett, the father and coach of Jalil Major Hackett, who's a hot young prospect. He's had one bad decision, of course, but doesn't change his trajectory in the boxing world. So check that out on Red Corner Boxing. Check out the rest of our back catalogue. It's not very big yet because we've only just started 10 days ago. But we will be bringing up more and more boxing content, more interviews. We've got Lupe Contreras coming up on Wednesday at 9 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's part of our Ring Announcer MC series on Red Corner Boxing. So me and Neutral will be chatting to the great bilingual MC, Lupe Contreras. Are you excited for that one, Mr. Neutral?
It's bloody right. Lupe, great MC out of San Antonio, and same area as Christian Smith, who we interviewed last week. And yeah, he's done some great fights. He's got a great story to tell. We can't wait to see him.
Chavez, you know, Julio Cesar Chavez, mate. He done Chavez fight. You know, you can't get bigger than that.
Yeah, he'll have some great tales to tell us next week. So make sure you all get on that and tune in.
It's the same day as Sirhan does the fighter series, Penel Sweet v Whittaker. So Wednesday, that's at 10 p.m. Ours is at 9 p.m. UK.
So we got a great Wednesday for you.
Yeah, some classics. Pro Box TV, MC Ring Announcer.
Oh, big shout out to Robbie Ellington, my man. He's watching live. Thank you, Robbie, for tuning in.
Oh, big up Robbie. I like Robbie. He's been on our spaces a few times.
That's right. His dad's in the game, big man. So, yeah, Robbie, you have to come in and tell us what's happening. Well, not spoke to you for a while.
Yeah, here we go, though, guys. Jimmy Lennon Jr., the classy JR, is bringing out Brian Norman.
At last.
And Derrieck Cuevas. We're finally getting a fight after an hour, guys.
Excuse me.
Almost an hour, should I say. Felt like a day.
I think they're waiting for British summertime.
I think there was, yeah. It's just jumped now. We've gone from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. So bang. 3 a.m. now.
And we got 3 fights to go. So we could be here a
2.
while, James.
There's just this one and then the main event.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just Norman Jr. against Cuevas, and then we've got Mayer Ryan too.
All right.
And then obviously there's the Peter fights on the zone on the other card.
Right. So this one's with 2 fights.
Yeah, it's just the co-main, Brian Norman, and then the main event, Mayer Ryan too.
Oh, God. We've had Shushu already. Yes, that's right.
Shushu was devastating. Same as Emiliano Vargas earlier, but we didn't cover that one because it was supposed to be on the undercard. It wasn't even meant to be on this card.
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking there's 4 fights, no, it's 3.
Yeah, there was 4 on it, but it was supposed to be 3. But they put it on, they stuck it on the card without telling us, so we weren't ready for it.
Right, good. Right, we're going.
But we're getting there. We're ready for Brian Norman Jr. to defend his WBO welterweight title. You got the other champions. We've got Boots. We've got Stanionios, and who's the other one at the moment in the welterweight division?
Barrios.
Oh, Mario Barrios, of course.
Right.
I'd take Norman Jr. against any of them. Maybe Boots would be the hardest. Let's see how he deals with Stanionios himself. But the winner of that surely will face Norman Jr. should he come through tonight against Derrieck Cuevas. So good fights to be made, good fights to watch going forward. Just hope that left wrist of Norman's is okay. He's had a couple of injuries, hasn't he? Had to pull out of the fight twice. He's had to pull out of this one once, and the other fight before that with the left wrist injury.
2 different injuries, though, to be fair.
Oh, was it not the same wrist? I thought it was the same left wrist. That's better then, because if it's like a concurring injury can be a real problem for a fighter. So I'm glad that's the case.
No, this injury was a shoulder injury.
Oh, okay. That's okay then. Because I know he really badly damaged his left wrist at one point, didn't he? But let's hope it's back to full pedigree. Let's hope we get the best Brian Norman Jr.
Yes, we do. Because he's done nothing wrong. When he's not knocking him out, he's unanimous decision. So he's a boxer puncher.
He is.
That I keep going back to that last fight because you're only as good as your last fight in my eyes. And Giovanni Santillan.
Why was the Janelson Figueroa Boachica one? Why was that a no contest? Was it a cut?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either. That back in March 2024. I don't actually remember what happened. I remember watching the fight even, but I don't remember what happened. I'll have a quick gander, see if I can find out.
You've not even brought him out yet.
No, he was in the ring, Jimmy Lennon, calling him out, and then he got called away again, and now he stopped. It's crazy, honestly.
I think they're having a bit of a nightmare here tonight.
I think it's a shocker. Yeah, it was due to cuts on both men neutral.
There you go.
That's why it was no contest. Serious head clash. They both ended up smashed to pieces.
The camera is rocking side to side.
It's gone now back to like the former champions again.
Oh, for goodness sake.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. We appreciate everyone, all the 60 people still tuning in. We've got no control over this.
Thank you for staying. We don't know why you're still with us, but obviously
we appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. You must be just as confused as we are, but we can't hurry these things up, unfortunately.
Been over an hour.
As much as it's good for us to watch these old fighters and that, it's no good for the people tuning in unless they are watching it with us. I hope many tune in because the commentary is better here than it is on them bias-ridden shows. Would you agree, Sirhan?
I do.
Although I do love Christina Poncho, though. Got to give her props.
yes.
I love Christina Poncho. She
Yeah,
does
she's not-
top rank for the UK,
No,
so you
no.
got to love Christina.
Mate, she waffles. Right, that last fight,
Oh,
Emilio Vargas, she was
I love her
talking
though. I love her.
non-stop. She didn't call one punch until 1 minute 45 seconds of the round to go. She's waffling shite.
You leave
And this is
Christina
why
alone.
this
You
is why
bully.
people
You're a bully. You're a
It's
bully,
not.
Neutral.
This
Leave her
is why
alone.
people they don't like these commentators because they just talk shite halfway through a fight.
I
People
know
want
what you
to
mean.
hear and know what's going on, not what they're thinking. And yeah, it's pretty poor in my eyes. So
I get you.
know,
Somebody bring Jim Lampley back.
thank you.
Yeah, I
Please.
like Jim Lampley.
Please, God, bring Jim Lampley back.
Actually, supposed to call that Madison Square Garden triple header for Ring Magazine, I heard.
What, the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia Rowley and all them? Yeah, you heard about what's happening that tonight? No fans allowed now. No permit for the fight in Times Square.
Yeah.
They promised first
What?
5K and get free tickets. Now no one can go. How dozy are these motherfuckers, man? Hey, there's Bud. Speaking of punch bags, there's Bud ready for Canelo. 4-division world champion, 41-0, first one knockouts, Terence Bud Crawford. He's in the crowd.
Do you want to throw the StreamYard link in the chat, please? And Robbie's going to jump on us and give us some updates.
I can't do it, brother, because I'm on the phone. If Sirhan can do it, that's cool.
Okay. Would I put this at the chat with everyone? Let me see.
Yeah. Just copy it off WhatsApp and just stick it on there. Yeah. If anyone wants to jump in, I can screen who comes in. If it's any dickheads, all right, we'll just fuck them off.
I put this lower right hand corner here. Let's see what this does. Oh no! Yeah, never mind. Here we go. I got the comments up.
Yeah, just check it in the comments, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, see here. How did to get this thing up here? Oh god damn!
Yeah, you never
I
walk
put the
alone.
side.
Thanks
I'll tell you
for
what,
coming
Sirhan,
in.
if you send it to my XDM, I can get it from there and put it on myself.
Okay,
if you can send it from WhatsApp to my XDM, I can put it on the screen for Robert.
Okay, here, hang on 1 second.
I haven't got WhatsApp on my other device, you see. I got cut off from it. Oh, Paintgate. They're talking about Paintgate now. They're really running out of things to speak about, aren't they?
Okay, here. Hold on, where's your WhatsApp here? Nope.
Oh, no, I can't get it from there, Sirhan. I can't get it on the private chat, mate. You got to send it to my XDM if you can.
Okay, hang on 1 second here. Hold on, next notifications.
Yeah, send it to my XDM, mate, because I can't get it else.
All right, I think they're getting ready now. We've got ring girls in the ring. That's a good sign.
Bloody time.
I don't know if they're doing this for American viewers. I don't know if it's because of time differences. I don't know, but whatever it is, let's get the show on the road. There's 2 fights left on this card. It's Brian Norman Jr. versus Cuevas. Is mandatory for his WBO belt. And then on to the main event. Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan of the UK. Revenge or repeat, gentlemen?
I'm going to go repeat, to be honest. All right, Miss Yogi, big up yourself. Thank you for coming through.
Hello,
You're not going to believe this, Sirhan. I still can't send it. Can you send it to Neutral on WhatsApp?
Let me do it. I'll do it.
I just can't copy it, Neutral. I can't copy it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The pause.
Yeah,
We've been waiting it's been over an hour. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on here.
I can get the X comments. I can't get the YouTube comments to post. There's only like one. It's basically talking about the same thing. It's basically talking about the same thing we've been talking about with these long pauses. Here we go.
These fights on Top Rank are taking an age. These breaks are too long on Top Rank. What the actual fuck? Great to be listening to you fellas still. Thank you. You never walk alone. And then Miss Yogi just said, cheers, I'm a neutral, Sir Hand. We are getting long pauses too. Yeah, we sure are. Hopefully we're actually going to get some boxing soon. This has been a long time.
Right, I've sent that to me. It'll be along shortly.
Yeah. Cool. Ugh. It's made me want to go sleep, this has, man. Bloody hell, it's 3 in the morning, 3:15 in the morning, and I've been waiting for over an hour for a fucking fight. Like, what the hell, man? Who tunes into a boxing show to sit there for an hour with nothing to watch? Top Rank needs to do better.
Still watching the old ones.
Yeah, Top Rank needs to do better. They really do need to do better.
I could just imagine Aladdin, you know, our friend who works for ESPN, Top Rank there.
Oh no, he does work for ESPN, bro.
Yeah, ESPN. He's the director in the big truck. He's the guy that's shouting at everyone, and I can just imagine him losing his mind right now, saying, "What's up with you guys? This is not good." He's a perfectionist, and there he is. Welcome, mate.
You all right, Robbie?
How are we doing, lads?
Yeah, good mate, thank you. Nice one for coming through, mate. Hopefully we're going to get a fight now with Brian Norman Jr. and Derrieck Cuevas. We've been waiting for over an hour. How do you see this one going, Robert?
Cuevas, isn't it? Cuevas.
Oh, he's going for Cuevas. Wow. You think he's going to topple Norman?
It's a possibility. Everyone's got a chance. Remember, Cuevas has never been stopped. He's got the 19 knockouts. He can bang from 27 wins. He's got 1 draw, 1 loss. He's never been stopped, as I said. He's a welterweight. He can punch. You never know, guys. You never know. Nothing's certain in boxing.
So what's new, Robbie?
Well,
you don't convinced. Or is it too funny?
has anyone heard from Steffi in the last month or two?
No, not at all. What's going on with him? We're talking about Steffi Bull here, by the way, folks.
Mm-hmm. You heard?
No.
No?
Is he good?
So there's a Terry Harper fight, isn't there?
Yeah, against Zimmerman in Doncaster.
Mm-hmm.
8 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm. Where's he been in the promotion?
I don't know. I've not seen him.
This is the strange thing. Not seen him at all. I remember the last time I spoke to you, he was supposed to be in the corner, and he wasn't.
Josh Padley?
Yeah. So do we know what's going? Do you know what's going wrong with Steffi, or is there something the matter with him? Is he good?
You won't see him for a while.
Is he in prison?
That's the only other solution, unless he's dead, and I don't think he's dead. So, is he inside?
He's not dead.
So he's in the penitentiary.
He's in the penitentiary.
Yeah, penitentiary, mate. We've got Americans in the chat. He's in the pen. He's in the pen. He's doing 10 bird.
Did you see that interview a few weeks back when Ben Schlob said, I was messaging Steffi, but I was getting weird replies?
Yeah.
Someone hacked his account or something.
Oh, is he away with the theories?
No, the weird replies were from someone else.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It was fun going Saudi with Josh, put it that way. It was fun going Saudi with Josh.
Yeah.
Got his phone jacked or something.
Huh?
Someone's impersonating him.
No. I went with Josh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had Josh on an interview not too long back. He's a good lad, isn't he? Josh Padlow. A real good lad.
Yeah. Are you going on the 19th of April?
I'm not going myself. No, I'll be covering it. I'll be covering it online. I won't be going.
Why not come?
I can't at the minute, mate. I've got a poorly wife, so I'm stuck at home at the minute, unfortunately.
Fuck her off.
I ain't been to a fight in about 2 years, mate.
So is that Doncaster?
Yeah, the Zimmerman Harper fight's Doncaster. Yeah, Hawkins going for us.
No, right.
Get some views and that, some videos, some interviews. All right, here we go, guys. We're about to get underway here. Brian Norman Jr., Derrieck Cuevas for the WBO welterweight title from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's see what concurs here.
You know, that's the last Dalton fight under contract, don't you?
Yeah, he's got the one fight left.
What do you reckon's happening after that?
He's probably going to sign for someone else.
He will sign.
He could do.
So Cuevas and Norman, bit of a slow start.
Yeah, it's definitely a slow start.
Just filling each other out. That's better. Well, that was a nice shot from nice check left it round the side.
Feel like I've been waiting for this fight all bloody night, man.
I know, and then it's snail's pace at the moment, but I'm just trying to find each other. Norman with his first punch, but that was easily blocked.
Shaking his head there, shaking his head at Norman Jr.
He's got that corner Ben look about him.
He has, Cuevas. Yeah, I was just thinking that, you know.
Oh, we've lost Robbie. Right, okay, he's there with his updates. Thanks for that, Rob, for coming through. Kept us on tenterhooks there, all right. But back to this fight. It's a bit of an unorthodox style from Cuevas. Seems to be a bit of a leisurely stance, dropping his hands, just trying to flick that jab out from his elbow, from his drop. Little defense until he waits for Norman to come in. So he's sort of beating Norman right now.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a lot of the face pulling, a lot of the, you know, trying to taunt him into making a mistake. Yeah. Norman's too smart for that, though, Norman Jr. He's not going to fall for it. He knows what's riding on this. If he slips up here, it's goodbye to everything that he's earned. He can say goodbye to the Boots fight, Stanionis fight if it happens. You know, the Barrios fight. It all goes away if he don't get the job done here against Derrieck Cuevas.
Obviously,
so Norman needs to stay laser focused.
You expect your mandatory to come and, you know, be competitive. He wants that belt. He's certainly waited a long time enough for it, as Cuevas.
Norman. Cuevas, yeah, 100%. Norman's waited long enough for a fight himself with a couple of injuries and that.
But he's still only young. He's only, what, 23? He's got plenty of time.
24 probably. How are you scoring that first round, guys, on that one?
I'll give that to Cuevas. I just thought he
Yeah,
had
I'd agree.
a couple more.
What say you,
Cuevas.
Serhan?
Cuevas.
Yeah, so we all got Cuevas then.
He was just a bit more accurate with
Just
a couple
busier.
of grabs and a couple of shots around the side. I thought they were quite nice. I thought Brian Norman Jr. only got off a couple of jabs and he tried his a right hand, but sort of hit the elbow up to the shoulder of Cuevas. So nothing really connected for him, on a serious note. But yeah, I'll give that one to Cuevas.
Yeah, me too. Right in Boxing Yogi's just said they need to stop letting their boxers fight poor opponents. The time thing is due to ESPN versus ESPN Plus, so they get money. So that's why they're keeping us waiting all bloody night. Thank you, Miss Yogi, as always, for coming through.
There's always a financial reason for these delays.
Everything's money behind it, and everything's got money behind it.
Exactly. Right.
Let's go see what happens here, round 2.
And Norman's
Norman
coming
Jr.
out. Norman's come out a bit busier now.
Yeah, I think Senior's told him to let his hands go a bit.
That was a nice left hook by Cuevas, though. Got Norman on the way in. Jab to the body from Norman. There they are, both standing still, virtually in the middle of the ring.
A nice stiff jab from Cuevas there.
It was beautiful. 2 of them.
Don't look overawed at all, does he? Looks up for this.
He looks very comfortable right now, just Cuevas.
He does.
He seems to be not afraid of the Norman power. So Norman just catches him there, though, as he come in with his own left.
I must say, Norman Jr. looks in tremendous shape. Considering the injuries and stuff, he looks in absolute fantastic physical specimen.
He does.
Yeah, he's got all
Cuevas, very awkward style, coming in with the hands high, just like trying to draw him into something silly.
He's got like a Thai boxer type stance.
Yeah, Muay Thai boxer style, yeah. Like, they put their hands up to engage you for a kick. He looks like he's going to boot him in the chops, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it is awkward. It is awkward to fight against.
Well, it puts you off because when they've got their hands up, you're looking at their hands thinking, what's he doing? So then he can catch you with something down low. It's an old man's trick, isn't it? It's an old man trick. Mayweather used to do it a lot, didn't he? Mayweather would come out with one hand up, one hand down, like that. So you'd look at either hand, and then by the time you've looked at one, he's got you with the other.
Yeah.
It's like, a place marker.
That's a better exchange there. Both caught each other with the lefts. Sort of read each other's mind and just caught each other at the same time. So, they've got good speed between them, as fast as each other.
Oh, good shot there. Left hook from Norman. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Caught him flush on the whiskers. Oh, he's down. He stayed on his feet. Norman's got him going here in round 2. This is better from Brian Norman Jr. He's really going to work now on Derrieck Cuevas. Can he capitalise on that? He definitely hurt him there. He definitely rocked his world a wee bit. But back comes Cuevas.
He's felt the power now, Cuevas.
All right, that's the end of round 2. I'm giving that one to Norman.
Same.
Neutral?
Norman.
Yeah, so we're all in agreement then. We're all in agreement.
I'm about 5 seconds behind you. But that's definitely a Brian Norman Jr. round.
Yeah. When it comes back on, I'll pause for 5 seconds so we're on the same page.
The judges will be very happy with that round for Brian Norman, the way he rocked his man there.
Yeah, he almost put him on the seat of his pants, didn't he?
He did well to stand up, but that just goes to show you he didn't respect the power of Brian Norman Jr.
Until he got clipped.
Until he got clipped close up. So I expect him to come out the next round a bit more on his feet. A bit more on his toes.
Tell me when to pause it, Neutral. I'll pause it for 5 seconds so we can be on the same.
No.
Yeah, got it.
Back on.
There you go. Should be spot on. Here we go, guys. Round 3.
All right, they're out.
We've got Brenchard Singh joined us. Big up yourself, Brenchard. Thank you so much for coming through. He said, what's your prediction for this fight, lads? I had Brian Norman Jr. by knockout. I think Mr. Neutral had the same. I think Serhan, was you the same, brother?
Yes.
There you go. Please hit that subscribe button, mate, while you're here. Thank you so much. Here we go, round 3, guys. 30 seconds gone. Norman's stalking Derrieck Cuevas at the moment. We know how tough these Mexicans are, though. Sorry, these Puerto Ricans are. He's coming out tough. He's coming out with his high guard. He's still doing them unusual movements, trying to draw in Brian Norman Jr.
He's gotten backed up a little bit now, Norman Jr. He's gotten weary. It's up to him whether he can keep this pressure on now without compromising himself. But he seems to be in control so far. And now it's Norman with the strange stance.
Playing him at his own game, isn't he?
I think he's trying to find new angles. Took a right there from Cuevas.
Good body shot back from Norman. Storming Norman. Oh, good right hand there from Norman. Caught him as well. Cuevas feels the need to hug up.
They sort of commit their punches at the same time, and you know what?
That looked low from Norman. Hit him on the hip. Hip checked him.
Yeah, can't do that.
They can make your leg go dead real quick. Norman looking fresh and ready here in round 3. Cuevas still in the fight though.
Yeah, he's still comfortable looking. He's just backing up a lot more from Norman.
Yeah, he felt that power in the second round, bro, didn't he? He felt that power in the second. He doesn't want to feel it again.
No, Norman's not doing enough though for me to convincingly win the round. And he's let Cuevas get a couple of counters in.
Yeah, he looks a bit raggedy, doesn't he, at the moment, Norman? He's a bit raggedy at the moment. He's not really getting the shots off clean.
He's slow.
Oh, beautiful left check hook there from Brian Norman Jr. And he's down. He's down. Cuevas is down in round 3, and that was a beautiful punch, right as we were saying it. I think Serhan's seen it before we did, because I've seen him nodding away.
I saw the check. I didn't see the doctor.
He's seen it. And it's over. The fight's been called. The ref's called it.
Yeah, he didn't respond to the referee.
A little bit soft for me.
Well, he didn't respond to the referee.
He's still blinking his eyes.
Yeah, but come on, that's a little bit soft.
He's concussed.
That's softer than Tyson Fury's dick after a night on the old Charlie. I'm telling you, that was a little bit soft for me, that was. Bloody Nora.
Nah, he's still out of it. Even when Norman tried to congratulate him on a good fight, he's still out of it. It was a perfectly placed punch.
Yeah,
right
he didn't seem to complain.
Well, I think
thank you so much for coming through, Benchard Singh. I didn't want to say your name properly because I know what Benchard means, but
I think Robbie.
Thank you for coming through. I'll call you Brenchard Singh. Brenchard.
I think Robbie left because he knew Brian Norman was going to win there. After picking Cuevas.
Yeah, well, he left as quick as he came, didn't he, old Robbie? He's a great lad. I think he was a little bit worse for wear. Maybe had a couple of cocktails tonight, maybe at the bar. But he's a good lad, he's Robbie.
Oh, yeah. His footwork was all wrong. If you look at this overhead shot here right now, the first time, the second time, he just hasn't got an answer. The left, right, they're putting down. He was concussed after this left. There he goes. He doesn't know what
shot
to
was
do.
Fantastic.
He doesn't know what to do.
Literally flung him into the corner, didn't it? Flung him into that corner. What power from Brian Norman Jr., who moves on to 27 with 21 knockouts, 27 wins with 21 knockouts. This lad can punch at welterweight.
I
Perfectly
kept
pitched.
If he
telling
lands that on
people,
Boots Ennis's chin, does Boots stay up on that?
Looked like the last punch was more of a jab than a hook.
it was a
It was just
jab.
a straight,
Yeah.
clean shot, wasn't it? Like a
a half
straight
jab,
pump,
half hook.
Like
More of a jab than a hook.
it was.
It was like a
He sort of
mixture of
peddled
both.
it a wee bit, didn't he? But it
It's
was
like a
nice
curling.
and straightened at the end. It was a real good shot. But again, do you think Boots Ennis will stand up to that shot?
I don't
Find
know.
out.
We'll have to find out. And I think now people should be calling for it, and more than ever now, and for Eddie to put the money up, because if that doesn't prove that he's worth more than $1.7 million, gross, I don't know what it is as a champion.
People need to put respect on the name Brian Norman Jr. now. It's just stopped Derrieck Cuevas, who'd never been stopped, you know what I mean? In 29 fights, he'd never been stopped. He's now been stopped in his 30th.
Remember, he tried to get a fight with Teo not too long ago, and Teo wanted no parts of him.
Exactly.
Teo, man. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
But I think after this, we see why.
Got nothing to say about Teo.
Same.
Just, look. Just, bleh. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Same. I hear you.
You're like, when you wake up after a night out and you can't remember what you've done. You get that horrible, dry, nasty taste in your mouth. That's what Teo brings to me.
I think it brings it to a lot of people, myself included.
Yeah, he's a creature of the night, mate. The things he comes out with, him and Ryan Garcia, band them together, send them away.
Those two deserve each other. Those two should get married. They make a good couple. They deserve each other.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Mr. and Mrs. Teofimo Garcia.
Was that round 2?
3.
Round 3.
Stoppage for Norman Juniors. I think on my predictions on Boxing News app, I think I took 5 rounds on this one, so I was 2 rounds out. How long we're going to have to wait for the Sandy Ryan Mikaela Mayer 2 match now? Probably another hour.
Probably till
already 25-4 in the UK.
Probably till sunrise over there.
Yeah, well, we're only a couple of hours away from that, my brother. It's going to be a long old day. Brian Norman's very confident. He's saying that Cuevas never caught him. Nothing bothered him. Nothing but a fang, baby. Nothing but a fang.
Didn't really do anything of significance. I mean, the only action of the fight was the flurry that floored him. That was it.
Pretty much. If that's all you need, if you got the power, it's all good. He keeps his WBO welterweight world title. What do you want him to take from anyone tonight? He said that I'm right here. Brian Norman said I'm right here. And you can see Pop's looking on proudly. He's got his hands clasped. He's looking really menacing. He's like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. He knows what's happening. He had some ring rust in the first 2 rounds. He shook it off by the 3rd and got the stoppage.
Yeah,
very slow
start. Very slow start. Obviously downloading him the information he needed. By round 2, he was getting into his flow. He came out a bit quicker, but he stopped and engaged when he had to. And by round 3, he had him worked out, and 3 destructive shots, and a very good Cuevas, who should have been very good because it's mandatory, and his record suggests that he's very good, but his knockout got starched by Brian Norman Jr. Now the question is here: is just how good is this boy?
That's it. Would you put him in with the 3 champions, like you said, Mario Barrios, Iman Stanionios, Jaron Boots Ennis? I'd put him in with all 3. I'd put him in with all 3, and I'd fancy him. Maybe Boots would be the one I'd be a little bit, afraid of doing right away. I'd like to see him beat the other 2 first, and then unify, go undisputed with Boots. You know what I mean? I think that's the big payday out of all 4. Champions.
Boots and Stanionis is going to be, fighting for 2 belts. I think I think Brian Norman Jr. should fight Barrios next.
Yeah, and then win a mixed winner.
is set up and undisputed.
Yeah.
You know, and that will suit that will suit Jaron Ennis as well, because that means he doesn't have to chase all 3 belts. You know, to go undisputed, he can just win this fight with Stan Jonas and wait for Brian Norman Jr. to bring the other 2 belts to him, which probably would be a plan of Eddie's, because, you know, he can take that prospect to Top Rank, who are Brian Norman Jr.'s promoter, and, you know, they can make that a really big fight and possibly a PPV event.
Yeah, I agree. Mr. Singh has come back with a comment. What have you guys got on Mikaela Mayer fight? I've got Mayer winning it by comfortable UD. I love Sandy Ryan, but I just think she gave all she got in the first one. I think Mayer makes it look quite easy this time. That's just my opinion. Mr. Neutral, what's your thoughts then, you, Sirhan?
I'd love to give Sandy Ryan the victory. The heart wants to give it, you know, for the UK fans, for connections and that. But look, Mr. Neutral's got to be real. I've got to stick down to my boxing principles. As much as she gave a great fight to Mikaela Mayer, the power wasn't there to stop her. And I think Mayer's average punch output per round and accuracy was the difference in the levels for me between these 2 ladies. So I'll be hard pressed to say to myself that Sandy's got to win this, but I hope she does. But I think it's going to be at best for Sandy a split decision defeat.
Yeah.
I'm going for Mayer in a competitive fight. I said all along, Ryan's no slouch, as you 2 know, over there in the across the pond, stand-up fighter. But I think Mikaela Mayer's just her quality of punches, I think, is better, and I think that's going to be the difference. I think this one goes a distance in a very darn good fight. But give me Mayer in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I think Sandy will put on as best she can. I just think Mayer's going to stay a lot calmer this time, a lot more technical. Keep her on the outside, keep her on the jab a bit more. She's not going to get dragged into that war like the first fight. And without that war, Sandy Ryan's got pretty much no chance. If it goes skill for skill, Mayer wins every day, twice a week, 3 times on a Sunday. So let's see. Let's see what goes on here. It's about to start. Hopefully, we've not got another hour intermission. So hopefully, we'll be bringing that very soon on Red Corner Boxing. It's a WBO welterweight world title. Obviously, it's the rematch. Got Mayer, 20 wins, 2 losses, 5 knockouts. Sandy Ryan, 7-2-1 with 3 knockouts. UK versus USA. Let's see what happens. I've been looking forward to this fight for a while. And just before it starts, guys, did you hear the Quotes interview the other day? Said that she'd like to fight Lauren Price, or would fight Lauren Price at 154. What do you think about that?
Lauren Price
versus Claressa Shields at 154.
Claressa Shields. Look, obviously Claressa Shields is
heavyweight at the moment.
Yeah, but
she's 30% body fat. Apparently, she eats a lot of burgers, hamburgers, as she said. She could tell Lauren Price to eat a couple of hamburgers. Come meet me at 154. We'll get it on.
I see. Yeah, it's a fascinating prospect for Lauren Price. You know that Claressa Shields thinks that she's good enough to fight her. Lauren Price will be delighted with that.
Yeah, well, she beat Natasha Jonas, didn't she? Pretty comfortably, pretty handily. I think there's no one else out there, is there?
Well,
like, you got Alicia Bumgarner's too small. I know her and Clarissa have had a little back and forth, but Bumgarner's too small. Lauren Price will pose a real challenge to the Goat at 154 because she is muscle personified. She's a big girl. She can bang. She's teak tough. I think she's probably the hardest fight out there for Clarissa, in my opinion.
I quite agree. It's just the mechanics of it. You know, Clarissa she needs opponents. She's got very few opponents that she can call upon. For me, it should be a no-brainer. She shouldn't even be looking at Lauren Price. She should be looking at Savannah Marshall. She should be looking at Francoise Cruz de Zon, who are belt holders. Naturally, you go Lauren Price, yes. If you call him out a welterweight to go up to super middle, to super welter to fight her, it just goes to show that she is slim of pickings.
Yeah, I don't think she actually called her out either. It wasn't really a call out. It was more she was asked.
Not a call out, but to be talking of a conversation.
Yeah, she was asked about whether she'd consider fighting Lauren Price. She says, "Yeah, tell her to eat a hamburger or two and come and meet me at 154." That was her response to a question asked about fighting Lauren Price.
If it's a question asked, then obviously, that's a
it's a little bit different. It wasn't really a call out. I misspoke on that one. It wasn't a call out, but yeah. So I'd like to see it though. I'd like to see it.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a good fight.
It's hard to imagine. It really is.
SWS Boxing's up and about. Big up, Sammy, mate. Thank you for coming through. He said, "Come on, Sandy." Let's see what Sandy Ryan can do here, mate.
We want Sandy to win. We want another champion in the UK.
Of course. Can we see it? No. But do we want it? Yes.
Of course, yeah. And it would set up a trilogy for this, no doubt. And possibly back in the UK for Sandy. So, all to play for.
Take her back to Pride Park, Derby.
Imagine it.
Be a huge stadium fight. It'd sell out as well. You know what the Brits are like when they get behind their own. It'd be a massive sellout at Pride Park Stadium.
Oh, of course. And it's a lovely stadium as well. So
25,000, you know what I mean? It'll do.
And I would imagine it would sell out. I mean, 25,000 sellout for, a Sandy Ryan fight would go down very well.
Definitely.
But she's only had 9 fights in her career, and she's basically been thrown at the top level, and she's been defeated twice.
Well, she beat up Belter, didn't she? But that was because Belter moved all the way up to 147 and got absolutely smashed up by Sandy Ryan. But Belter Harper's a 135 fighter.
Exactly.
And she moved up and got found out.
You're bringing up a lassie from 2 divisions down. The odds are you're going to beat her. So that's not much of a marker for her. But, we saw from fight 1, there's enough there for her to cause problems for Mikaela Mayer. It's just how much that she's retrained and re-strategized for this fight, because she's going to need a new strategy. Because what the strategy she brought into that fight wasn't good enough. So she's either got to slow Mikaela Mayer down, or she's got to speed up to Mikaela Mayer's punch output.
Yeah, and that's going to be the hard part, because Mikaela Mayer lets a lot of hands go from nice ranges, from nice angles. She's a very accomplished boxer.
Sometimes the head is down when she's doing it. All it needs is a step back, evaluate, and pick your shot.
Jonas got the win against her, didn't she?
What I've seen of too many women's boxing fights, once the heads go down, it's very hard to separate them. If you know what I mean, and they're both covering up, and there's no disengagement. It's like how many I can get on you against what you're getting on me, instead of being articulate with their boxing and using the common sense to go into a war for 2 minutes, for 10, for 8 and 10 rounds. You're leaving it to the judges. You're not giving yourself any room to use your boxing skills to make it clear, to make it concise.
Yeah.
And that's what I've seen too many of these females do. But the boxing in female boxing is rapidly, and I mean rapidly, improving.
Oh, it is. Very exciting. That's what there's that debate about the 2-minute versus 3-minute rounds. If you change to 2 minutes, they'd end up like a lot of the men's fights where there's just no action. The 2-minute rounds give you all the action you need. If they're going to do anything, I'd say go to 12 rounds, 2-minute rounds, rather than go to 10 3-minute rounds. I'd rather go 12 2-minute rounds. I think you still get the same action. You just have to be a little bit more careful with their output. You know what I mean? To go the extra 2 rounds.
Should there be 15 2-minute rounds in boxing for men?
I don't know. I'd like it because I think 2-minute rounds gives you that burst where you can have all out action but still get through the rounds. 15
Is that
3-minute rounds will never happen because we know why they changed it after that guy died. Was it in Korea? The Korean boxer died. That's why they changed it from 15 to 12, didn't they, in the first place?
It was Duke
Yeah.
Kim when he fought Ray Mancini in '82.
That's the one, my brother. That's the one. That's the one. So I don't ever see him bringing back 15 rounds in the men's unless it did go to 2-minute rounds.
I think
That's
Barry McGuigan was one of the last fighters to go British fighters to go 15 rounds.
What a fighter he was, the Clonus Cyclone.
Oh yes,
One of my favourites. Love Barry McGuigan. Such a gentleman as well. He's still, you know, if you message him on X, he'll comment back to you every time. Such a gentleman, such a nice guy. Always got nice things to say about everyone. You'll never hear him say a bad word. True gentleman.
True warrior in the ring, class act outside of it.
Exactly, mate. I couldn't have said it better myself. I wished him Happy Paddy's Day the other day and he messaged back within 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Such a gentleman.
I remember watching that fight in the outside heat. I think it was in California.
It was in the States, weren't it? Bloody hell. Imagine
Which one?
that desert. Probably Vegas, was it?
Yeah, it was Caesar's Palace in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah, it was Vegas. It was Vegas. It was sizzling hot. Yeah, it was sizzling hot.
91 degrees it was outside.
Mate, I couldn't cope with that without fighting. Imagine fighting in that. Bloody Nora.
And
I'd be hooked, literally.
He gave his all in that fight.
Yeah, they're just showing the Mayer Ryan fight from the first one where Mayer was wearing all green. I think she's all blue this week because, you know, she matches everything up. Every week she has one colour. This week it's sky blue. Last time it was all green.
Yeah, just over here in the States, they gave their 10-count tribute to Big George.
Yeah, just seen that as well. They did it on this one as well. Yeah,
I walked away from it. I walked away from it to give him his final goodbye.
Yeah, he's a gentleman, man. God bless and rest in peace, Big George Foreman.
Yeah, the sport as we know it almost basically died with him when it happened because he was probably the last of a true dying breed.
Yeah, 100%.
Agreed.
We lost some good fighters last week. We lost George Foreman. Obviously, we lost a couple of ring guys as well. We lost Colin Hart, the journalist. Not everyone's cup of tea, but still a big part of boxing over the years. Well, I think he was Livingston Bramble passed away as well. Do you remember Livingston Bramble?
Yeah,
he passed away sadly last week.
2 wins over Ray Mancini.
Yeah, age just 64 as well. Still a young fella, you know.
And to go back to the British writer for you guys, Hart. It was a tough loss for your community because I'm correct. He was the last British guy to cover the Ali Foreman fight.
Yeah, he was. He was indeed. And indeed.
I know he was a bit weird in how he approaches British writing, but from everything I read, very credible in what he does and had great work.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people didn't like him, to be honest. A lot of people did not like him. Tony Bellew, I believe, Enzo Macronelli, they didn't like him, but they all paid their respect. He was a good journalist and a good man. But they just didn't get on with him. Like face to face, they didn't get on. That was all. But you still got to pay respect. Well, you know, it's a sad passing.
It is.
So R.I.P. Colin Hart, R.I.P. Livingston Bramble, and of course, Big George Foreman. You know, boxing people passing is never a good thing. It's always going to be hard for someone. Everyone's got family, friends, fans. You got to pay homage when you can.
Just a FYI, last Saturday night, I did my tribute to the George Foreman show. If you see my pinned video on my X profile, it's pinned. You guys can watch it. And Jim, you're welcome to share it.
Yeah, of course, mate. I will do. I
have a half-hour tribute to him. You guys are more than welcome to share it.
I will do, mate. Thank you.
Beautiful job, man.
SWS Boxing has said, has the Farmer fight been? Has the Peter against Farmer happened yet, lads? Because I've not seen it yet.
No, it's still Calazzo and Cano.
How's Calazzo getting on? How's Oscar getting on?
It's round 3, and they're both going at it with each other. So it's very, very open right now. They're both getting hit. Calazzo, I would say, is not having it his own way, but anything can happen with his power. Just as I say that, he rocks his man.
Yeah, Oscar Calazzo is a banger, mate. It's a banger, little brawler.
But this, you know, he's getting hit a lot. Obviously, relying on that power that he possesses. So it's round 3, 27 seconds to go, and Calazzo, you know, he's been stepped on, but he's doing enough to win the round. Oh, another good left shot there. He's got a beautiful left hand. as Colazzo.
Yeah, he can bank an Oscar.
Yeah, he's getting some success now. He's unloading on his man here in the last seconds of this round. So he's took that round for me. He's well up in this round. I've given them all 3 rounds so far.
Cool. Is that the co-main? Is that the co-main on the DAZN card?
No, I don't think it is actually.
Well, maybe we could cover the Zepeda fight after then.
Yes, I think we can.
Yeah. Do you want to join us for that, Serhan?
I'm over here. I'm here. Oh yeah. Actually, before we go on, breaking news. I just found this on the X platform. I just shared it. We were talking about the Bivol Benavides baloney.
Yeah,
it looks like it's headed to a purse bid because apparently the WBC is going to want this as a 75-25. Turns out the Benavides camp wants a 55-45 split as the B side.
Yeah,
he can't get that. He can't get that. He's got no chance. He doesn't even deserve that.
But the feeling is, he thinks he's worth a 55-45 split.
No, he's in fantasy land. He's a bloody
exactly what he did with
mandatory.
Canelo and pricing himself out of the fight because he don't want it.
He's a bloody mandatory. How can he? I don't see. This is what I mean about some of these.
Should be 80-20, 75-25.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's traditional, isn't it?
Honestly, if 75-25 is a fair deal, because I don't even know what the hell the guy's done to be worth a 55-45 split.
No,
his best win was David Morrell, who was basically a 10-fight novice.
No, he's beaten a super middleweight at 175. That's all he's done, and Gvozdyk.
And a very poor performance win over Gvozdyk.
And now he's demanding 45%. Get the fuck out of here, you numbskull.
Against an undisputed unified light heavyweight champion.
This is what these interims do to these egos, you know.
It's crazy.
And it's wrong. That's why I don't believe in these interims and regular belts and shit.
Should just make one champion in each weight division and that's it.
No, because the greedy sanctioning bodies are supposed to be non-profit, are providing the owners with a very healthy lifestyle with these sanctioning fees. Put it that way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There should just be one champion in each division. One lightweight champion, one middleweight champion, one heavyweight champion, one cruiserweight champion. None of these gold belts, these international belts, these silver belts. Fuck all that. Just have one champion in each division and have a ladder of 1 to 10. If you're in the top 10, you get to challenge the champion when applicable. You fight him. If you win, you get it. If you don't, you're out the top 10. You fuck off and you come back until you win enough games to get back in. If you don't do it, you don't get your fight. You don't get the champion. That's how it should be. If you're number 2, you're Mando for the champion. Fuck a silver belt. Fuck an interim. Fuck a fucking gold belt, silver belt, fucking bronze belt, fucking medallion belt, fucking titanium belt, and all this bullshit they're bringing in. It's just nonsense. It's just nonsense.
Pardon my language, but David Benavides and Sampson, they can just go fuck off after that.
Exactly, mate. Let them go fuck each other somewhere else because they're just chatting shit. They're just ruining it for everyone else.
Bingo. I mean,
you know what I mean? All we need are the champions. That's all we need. Is one champion in each weight division and a top 10, a ladder. If you get to the top of the tree, you get to fight the champ. If you don't, get to the back of the line, do your work, get to where you need to be. Until then, fuck off.
Bingo.
Sorry for the bad language, but that's just the way it should be.
With them two, they deserve it.
Yeah. 100%. They just make up these silly belts just to get more money out of the game. They're just strangling the game for every penny they can get out of the public. Oh, we're putting on a WBO International Silver Super fucking miraculous title. Come and spend $200 to come and watch it. No. How about you put on a real fight and we'll come and pay our money and watch it?
No, the Tevin Farmer
do one.
Fight. Yeah, SW Boxing says Farmer fight been no, mate. It's not been yet. Colazzo still fighting.
Yeah, that's coming up. That's the main event. Farmer against the Zepeda 2, so another rematch.
Let's go, Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, he was good in the first one, but I fancy Zepeda myself. I think Zepeda's going to take it.
I'm rooting for Farmer, but I'm with you. I think Zepeda takes it.
Yeah, I like Farmer, man. Farmer in that first fight, I think he was unlucky not to get the nod. Here we go. We're about to get Sandy Ryan coming out for a ring walk. She's got no paint on her. There's no paint on the canvas.
It's Vegas, baby. No paint in Vegas.
It's Vegas. She's got a nice gold trunks on her, Sandy Ryan. Derbyshire's finest. She's coming out to try and avenge that defeat that she faced against Mikaela Mayer in the first fight after Paintgate in New York City. This time it's in the desert of Vegas. It's for the WBO welterweight title. It's 4 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. About time Top Rank got their ass in gear and got the fight on. Mikaela Mayer's looking ready in her sky blue, looking sleek as always. Ever the classy lady. Here we go. The lights are flashing. They're about to get ready for the big announcements. It's only taken us, lads, like over 2 hours for 2 fights. You know what I mean? 2 fights that didn't even go the distance. Me and Neutral have done 6 fights in this time before, haven't we, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was watching the Gibraltar card earlier on Box Nation. I swear to God, there was 9 fights in the time it took for this 2 fights. There was 9 full fights. But yeah, here she comes, Sandy Ryan. She's coming out in some sort of Eskimo coat in the desert for some strange reason. All we need to see is an igloo in the ring she can climb into, and she looks like a right Eskimo. She looks in tremendous shape, though. The arms look thick for Sandy Ryan. She really does look in shape. She's trained her ass off for this. This is her moment. Ride or die time. She looks nervous, though. She does look nervous. And here comes the ever-confident Mikaela Mayer. She just looks so cool, calm, calculated as always. True professional. It's Mikaela Mayer. Love her or hate her, she's ever the professional. When she's not on OnlyFans.
She looks like a psychotic nurse from a
horror movie.
Aye.
She does. You won't want to get on the bad side, would you? You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
And she comes in a little blue hoodie with her sky blue gloves, sky blue shorts, sky blue boots. Sky is the limit, Mikaela Mayer.
Man City fan?
Now, she picks the colours out each fight. She has a separate colour each fight. She was a luminous green last time. This time she went for the blue.
Ah, right.
She literally colour coordinates everything from her gloves to her knickers to her bra to her socks.
Oh, I didn't want to know
everything
that.
the same colour.
Didn't want to know that.
Yeah. I think even a gum shield will probably be blue as well. At least I didn't say a tampon.
Oh, you just did.
Yeah, but then you'd be worried, wouldn't you? You'd be worried. If you had a blue tampon, mate. If you had a blue tampon, you'd be fucking worried. Then you know that blood's running deep. SWS Boxing said, Sandy Ryan, let's go. Yes, mate, indeedio. Let's see what happens. The classy Jim and Lennon Jr. is just doing the ring announcements, and then we'll get down to business.
It's showtime.
Oh,
ding, 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 ding.
Max DeLuca, Brissell, and Steve Weisfeld is your ringside judges. I like Max DeLuca. He's good.
Yeah, normally gets them right, doesn't he?
Steve Weisfeld.
Sandy the Eskimo Ryan. Don't know why she's wearing a bloody Eskimo coat in Las Vegas in the desert, but she is.
Oh, here we go. Strobe lighting in the arena.
Yeah, man. I might have an epileptic fit in a minute.
I feel fits going on in the.
Thanks for that, Top Rank. I mean, thank you, Top Rank.
There's got to be someone in there who's got to be affected by all that.
I think there's a claim to be made there, mate. There's a claim to be made. I had an epileptic fit because of their bloody strobe lighting. You owe me $100,000. Cash only. Don't take no fucking checks.
£31 now, Sandy. 145.5 pounds she weighed in her. Below the brother David.
Below the welterweight 147 limit.
She looks focused.
She does. She looks scared as well, though. She looks a little bit scared to me. A little bit nervous. In her eyes. She's giving it the old poker face now, but she looks a little bit nervous to me. Maybe the big occasion's just overawing her a wee bit. Or she could be playing possum and just leading us on.
As we said before, the question is, does she bring something else to the fight?
And Mayer has got the blue gum shield, and just like I said, she matches everything, including the knickers and that. She's got the blue gum shield, so she does match everything to a T. Even her hair scrunchie will be blue.
Jams
Former junior lightweight world champion Mikaela Mayer.
Looks packed in there now.
Yeah, it was a sellout. It was a sellout about 6 hours before the fight started. It was a sellout.
So it looks like a theatre.
Is it the what's it called in Vegas? Some weird name like Pond de Leon or something. Pond de Leon or something. What's it called?
That was weird. Did you see the two guys to shake hands next to the fighters during the referees instructions?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
The trainers.
Yeah, that's weird. I never seen that before.
It's
a cool gesture, but it's just weird.
I think they know each other.
I can tell. They must do. They must do. Right, here we go, guys. We're about to get underway. Mikaela Mayer versus Sandy Ryan 2 from Las Vegas for the WBO welterweight world title. Are they going to pick up where we left off last time? Let's find out together.
And Colasso won, by the way.
Well, by knockout.
Yeah, by stoppage.
Yeah, that's what I picked. So that's good. I got my predictions on Boxing News app. Oh, Mayer's landed some good shots early on here. Popping out the jab. Nice right hand there from Mayer. Sandy Ryan's backing up.
Now, this is what I want to see from Sandy. I want to see her make me a mess and counter by getting in there quick.
And not just go too gung-ho.
Exactly. Don't get your head down and start swinging.
That's how she lost last time.
Mayer's too good for that.
Yeah, 100%.
But you see what Mayer's doing now, coming in left, rights, just making sure that she gets a scoring shot in for the judges to take note.
Oh, lovely left uppercut there from Mayer.
It was.
Nice left jab there from Sandy. Both girls have come out firing here. They're not playing around. They're not getting warmed up. They're going straight to it. That's what I like to see after a 2-hour wait for a fight. Nice jab from Mayer. Oh, lovely right hand from Mikaela Mayer. Caught a flush there.
Yeah.
Sandy Ryan acknowledges it and backs up.
That was a beauty, that.
It was. Clean crack to the right side of the face of Sandy Ryan. Mayer's arms look thick as well. She looks like she's put a little bit of muscle on. She really does. I think she's known she's got to face Sandy Ryan with them big arms of her own. She's had to pile a little bit of muscle on herself. I'm giving that round to Mayer for 100% sure.
Same.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, her physique looks like she's more filled out than the last time.
Definitely, yeah. Last time she was more tall and thin, weren't she? This time she looks a little bit squatter, a little bit thicker.
Yes.
A little bit thick around the legs and the arms. She's always had thick legs, but the arms especially. She's definitely done some arm work for this fight, knowing that Sandy comes delivering some heavy shots. So she can match her for the power. That's one round down, and we've all got it to Mayer, the champion. Let's see if Sandy Ryan can turn the tide in round 2.
She was just quicker to the punch. The nice combinations throughout that round. And one notable uppercut. Ryan could only come back with a couple of jabs at intermittent points, but definitely a Mikaela Mayer round.
Here we go, round 2, guys. We're underway. Good shot from Mayer again. She looks very sharp so far. Very accomplished, very sharp, very snappy with her punches. Just misses there. Sandy catches her with a nice overhand right.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
It was. Then she went for a little walk after. Should have stayed on her. You give Mayer the space, she'll just pick your arms off all night and pick your punches all night. She'll just keep popping out that jab. Sandy needs to land a punch and then get in there and mix it up a bit.
Yeah, Cepeda's up next.
Oh, he is up next.
He is up next, so
So we're not going to make it.
we might not make it.
I think it'll be more one-sided than the first fight. I think Farmer's 5 minutes of fame are up. I think Cepeda's going to handle business this time the way he should.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll do it a lot more conclusively. I think Farmer probably won the first one, to be fair, but Cepeda will definitely get this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so, but I think Cepeda's going to be better prepared this time.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, big shot from Mayer, landed a massive right on Sandy Ryan. Sandy backs up. She definitely felt that.
She was doing well up until that point because she was keeping Mayer at length. And she just did there a nice check left hook as Mayer coming. Nice overhand right there. There she's checked her again. That's better from Sandy Ryan. This is the stuff she needs to be doing, and she's getting more success now. That good work Mayer done before is just gone. This is better stuff from Ryan. Jabbing at distance.
Big shot from Mayer again. Caught with the left hand.
But she got caught coming in with the right.
She did. I'm going to give that Mayer again, but you going Sandy Ryan on that one?
I give that round to Ryan, yeah.
What about you, Sirhan? I'm going for Mayer.
I'm going Mayer, but a much better round for Ryan. Yeah, I still think Mayer won it.
I just thought Mayer was counted on numerous occasions. The time that she did connect with Sandy was like 1 or 2 times, a couple of combinations, but I just felt that Ryan just edged it on punch scoring. But yeah, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Mayer took it.
Right in boxing, you said Mayer took that round. Yeah, I agree. I've got Mayer 2018 up so far after 2. Definitely warming up though. Should be a good fight.
Sandy Ryan doing a bit of still dancing.
Trying to psych herself up, ain't she? Trying to get into the mood. Right in boxing, Yogi says Ryan seems tentative, Jam. Yeah, she certainly does, Miss Yogi. Definitely. I knew that this is what I expected to happen, to be quite honest. Just a little bit overawed by the occasion, maybe. But Mayer looks very slick at the moment. If Sandy lands something, she could change the narrative. But for me, it's all about Mikaela at the moment.
Again, it's the strength, isn't it? You know, she just seems to be
beating her at her own game almost.
But that was a nice exchange between the two of them.
Oh, big shot from Mayer. Mayer's landed some sweet shots in this. Left, right, left, and then going under. She's working Sandy Ryan over here a bit.
This is where Sandy Ryan loses the fight, when she's fighting on the inside. Although Mayer's doing her best to chase her down.
Ryan Boxyogi just said Ryan has a great jab, but she's not her old self yet. I agree. Definitely agree, Miss Yoga. We just got a new subscriber, so whoever that is, thank you so much. I didn't see the name because it only came up, just new subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing to Red Corner Boxing. Everyone else who's watching on X, please head over to YouTube, give us a subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're a growing channel. It's only been 10 days. Thank you so much. Back to the action.
And they're exchanging now.
Oh, big shot from Mayer again there. Just clips Sandy Ryan on the left side of her head. Mayer's definitely doing the better work in this round again. Oh, Mayer's breaking Sandy down now. She's gone to the body. Sandy's hurt. She's backing up. Sam said it's head clash. I think there was a head clash there, but Sandy Ryan looks hurt. I think her shoulder might have popped or something. Yeah, there's a couple of scratches on her head. She's got cuts on her head. Right in box, you said Mr. Neutral. Mayer is giving some combos now.
She is. She won that round.
Did you see the cuts on her forehead, on Sandy's forehead? She's got cuts. Look like cat scratches down her forehead. Three of them, like 3 lines.
I think there's scrapes from the inside of the gloves.
Oh, Sammy said it was a head clash. Young Sam at SWS Boxing said head clash. Maybe it's like the hair. Maybe she rubbed the hair into her or something. You know, she's got the cornrows. Maybe she rubbed the hair in and got 3 grinds. But I'm giving that to Mayer. What you scoring that one, lads?
Yeah, that was a Mayer round.
Yeah. Serhan, you got Mayer as well?
Yeah, it's basically a cakewalk right now for him. Yeah.
Neutral, you've got it 29.
He has. I know he gave a Ryan round 2.
Round 2, yeah. That's the one. Sorry, the sound was cut off there. I remember Lennox Lewis and Vitali, says Miss Yoga. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if you guys heard
Terrible
this.
Shame.
Don't know if you guys heard this in England, but when Chisora fights Dubois for the title, it's going to be Chisora's last fight.
Yeah, I know that, matey. Yeah, it's 50th. It was always going to be his last fight. Yeah, and it's going to be for a world title.
I got 2 words.
Must be fighting Joseph Parker.
I got 2 words for you. War Chisora.
Yeah, he'll get knocked out by that Dubois, though.
I think so, but I'm going to be rooting my hardest for Chisora.
Yeah,
it'll be a hell of a way for him to end his career.
I like him, but he'll be hell of a waste for me.
I love him. I wish him well, but he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, I remember that, Miss Yogi. His rose opened up Vitali's eye wound. I remember that. And it was bad as well. Vitali's eye was a right mess.
Oh, it was.
Oh, big shot from Mayer. Oh, she's really putting it on now. She's putting the work in on Sandy Ryan. Back of the headshot. Ref's going to have a little word about back of the headshots because that's the second time she's done that now.
Sandy's just soaking it up. I think I'm on to what she's doing. She's trying to wear out Mayer.
I think she's a little bit hurt myself.
Same.
Big left hands there from Mayer. I think she's getting overwhelmed by Mikaela Mayer. Oh, big left hand from Mayer. Ryan fires back, but misses wildly. Mayer is taking her to pieces at the moment.
This is round 4. I can see her.
Some body work by Mayer.
She's got to come out in round 5 onwards and now that she's so many rounds down, she's got to come and take the fight to Mayer and hope that Mayer's blown a gasket. I can't see it.
Though. Good work from Sandy there, though. It's another Mayer round for me.
Yeah, that was a Mayer round.
I've got it 40-36 myself. Serhan, you got Mayer in that one too?
Yep, 40-36.
I don't know what it is with Sandy. She's quick, but she's just allowing Mayer to mentally dominate her.
She is. She's been bullied from the outset.
I can't think of anything else. And like I said at the beginning of the show, unless she brings a different game plan, we're just going to see a repeat. And which so far after 4 rounds is repeat.
Exactly what we're seeing.
Crazy.
Here we go for round 5. Mikaela Mayer, Sandy Ryan, 2. WBO welterweight title, Vegas. Right in boxing yoga saying, is it mental, Mr. Neutral?
I think it is. I think she's like Jab said, she's allowed herself to be bullied. Now as she's come out in round 5, as I said, she's engaging now. She has to engage. She's got no other game plan to rely on now. And she can't really say to herself, right, I've got to knock her out. She's got
big shots from Mayer.
Now it's going to be a war of attrition for 6 rounds.
Mayer's piecing her up at the moment.
She's gradually wearing Ryan down.
Yeah, 100%. She
I've
just
just done
looks
it.
so far superior on boxing skills wise. She really does. Miss Yogi said, fun fight though. Yeah, definitely. It's been a great fight.
Oh, these two are always going to give you a good fight.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, even if Mayer wins, which I expect her to, we might see a trilogy anyway, because it's a fun fight to watch. People will pay to watch it. And if people pay, people put it on.
Mia has to move on. She has to go for an undisputed.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be next, but I mean, down the road, I wouldn't be surprised if they ran it back. Remember, they're only 31 and 34 respectively. They've still got a few years left in the female game. You can go till you're 40 easy.
I think the blood coming down the nose of Sandy Ryan.
Is it coming from that cut on the head? Oh, big shot from Mayer. Oh, big left hook from Mayer.
Yeah, these are punishing shots now.
That's a dominant 10-9 round.
We're just not seeing any answer from Sandy. And I said, the Mayer's punch out is insane. And she can keep it up round after round. She's like the Williams, the Peter of, female boxing.
Definitely.
Ridiculous punch output. But what I'm seeing in this fight from the first fight is Mayer's just far more accurate.
Yeah, she's not getting drawn into the dogfight that Sandy Ryan needs her to get drawn into. She's just outboxing her this time.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And it's not even
showing her levels.
I think we had it correct in our prediction show, Jams, when we said that, it won't be as close this time as it was last time,
100%, brother, 100%.
And she's fighting like that right now. It's just not close. Sandy Ryan has got to come out with something special now. She's got 5 rounds left. We're halfway through. And she, by all accounts, she's 5 rounds down.
She is. In my opinion, definitely.
The best she can do now is draw.
Oh, big shot from Mayer straight away again. Caught her with her right hand. She just can't miss. Mayer just cannot miss. Lovely work again. Mayer just throws 7-8 punches to every one of Sandy Ryan. That's the difference at the moment.
Exactly.
Right in Boxing Yogi says Ryan has got to KO her now. Yeah, I agree.
Starting to take a beating.
To lose now. Mayer has to throw this away now for this to not go her way.
Like starting to take a beating a little bit. I see her eyes starting to swell a little bit.
Yeah.
They're telling Sandy to work in the corner. They're screaming, work, Sandy, come on, work. Because they know her dream's slipping away right now in Vegas. Mikaela Mayer's got her right where she wants her. She's dominating this fight. Showing absolute levels here. As I expected. Good shot from Sandy there. First meaningful punch of the last 2 rounds. Mayer with another right hand and then just hugs it up. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's schooling her. She's schooling her in the art of boxing.
Ryan tried to go southpaw and it's not working.
Definitely not.
Oh,
big body shot from Mayer. Big right hand from Mayer. Uppercut from Mayer. She is smacking Sandy Ryan around at the moment. Oh, big shot from Ryan though, but back comes Mayer. Left-right combination. They're going for a Hail Mary here because they are swinging for the fences.
Now, that's the first time I've seen Mayer drop her hands and puff.
Yeah, and actually go for the brawl with Sandy Ryan.
Oh, she's just hurt Mayer to the body there, did Ryan.
She's definitely sagged. She definitely sagged. That's definitely a Mayer round still.
Yeah, it's a knockout situation now. Must have.
Yeah, 100%.
Or she needs 2 knockdowns in 2 separate rounds. Again,
which I can't see. I can't see at all.
I have a shutout at this point.
Yeah, I have, mate. 60-54, Mikaela Mayer.
Yeah, it's a big ass now. She's on the hiding to nothing.
And the more she goes for it, the more desperate she's going to get, the more Mayer can pick her off. That's the problem as well. The more Sandy goes hell for leather, the more Mayer can just use her superior boxing skills and take her to pieces. And this is what I was worried about the whole time. This is what I've been saying in all the predictions I've done. This is exactly what I expected to happen. Mayer just to outclass her. And that's what she's done. She gave all she could give in that first fight. It wasn't enough, so there was never going to be enough in this one. nothing could change that would give her a better skill set than Mikaela Mayer. There was no way, no how, in my opinion. And so far, my opinion seems to be right. But here we go, round 7. Mayer again comes out, pop left, pop right, just making it look so easy, so comfortable. She really is a very slick boxer. She only ever lost to Tasha Jonas and Alicia Baumgartner, and a lot of people think they were not the best decisions in themselves. So we could be talking about an undefeated Mayer, you know what I mean, before them two. So Ryan needs something special here. Just stand it.
Just looking at the last fight 1 with Tim Farmer and Zepeda, 778 thrown, 259 landed by Zepeda, 550 thrown, and 178 landed by Tim Farmer. 90 body punches by Zepeda to Farmer's 47. So
Has that fight not started yet, Neutral?
No, it's not started yet.
So we can still cover it then.
The ring announcer is still he's calling the fighters out now, I think.
Do you want to jump in after this and do it? I can set the link up in 2 seconds. It's up to you, brother.
We might as well keep it on here.
Oh no, after this, I mean, after this.
If this will be finished, what, 10 minutes? So yeah, we could well do it.
6 minutes. 6.5 minutes. So, well, actually, yeah, 3 minutes interval. So yeah, 9 minutes.
The blood's flowing now. Maya, like you said, she's taking her apart now in boxing terms. Punch after punch is landing. Sandy Ryan is chasing, and she's getting counted as Maya's stepping back as well. Nothing is going right. Poor Sandy. That's the end of that round. Another round for Maya. Total shutout. I give Sandy 1 round, but that was just me.
Yeah, just being nice. We've got our friend, Mr. Singh back. Said, all my accumulations count on this Mayer fight. £200 accumulators. Pays 3K. I just need her to win. What you think? Yeah, she's definitely going to win, Mater.
She's won already, mate.
She's already won unless she gets knocked out, Mikaela Mayer. So you're pretty much in the money, my bro. You're in the money.
Start counting it, son. You've done well.
Send a little bit our way. Buy some merch. Got some nice t-shirts to sell you.
Still a shutout from my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Mayer's in complete control here, guys. Complete control. We've got 8, 9, and 10 to go. I don't see anything changing. Unless Sandy gets a Hail Mary, like a miracle punch, a punch from the gods, this fight is over. She needs to knock her down in all 3 rounds, in my opinion, to win it by 1 round. So, or 1 point, should I say.
Well, she's got Mayer on the back foot, but Mayer's still punching away. She has to go for it. Head down, punching away now. That's what it has to be. Mikaela Mayer's not the type of boxer to dance around the ring for 3 rounds and take it easy. She will engage with Sandy Ryan, but she is tiring a wee bit. Oh,
yeah, well,
nice.
She's put a lot of output out. She's put a lot of output.
Has Sandy Ryan saved enough?
I doubt it very much. Good shot from Mayer. Lands 2, 3, and then the uppercut through the guard. And now it's Ryan holding on. Big shot again from Mayer. Right hand. Caught Sandy Ryan clean on the whiskers.
You've got to take the wrestling out of this now, Sandy. She's got to learn to step back. And then re-engage. That's better. Step back. Push off.
Yeah, Ryan needs to do something.
Ready for
oh, crap. Sandy's cut, says Mr. Singh.
It's just not enough time.
Yeah, she's just taking a beating right now.
Yeah.
She is. She's getting outclassed, completely outclassed. Heads just clashed again. Could be another bad cut. There's a lot of blood coming out of Sandy Ryan now. And that's another 10-9 for Mikaela Mayer. Oh, Mayer's got a nasty cut now. Mayer's got a really bad cut on the eye, and it's pissing blood down her face. Over her left eye, it's coming right down her face. Oh, that's nasty as well. That's a nasty cut. That is a nasty cut in a nasty place for Mikaela Mayer.
It's on the eyelid.
Yeah, it's all pouring straight down the eye. Luckily, it's just missing the eyeball. It's coming down the side of her cheek, luckily. If it was going into her eye, the ref would have to stop it. I think a bit of Vaseline will do the job for this for the rest of the fight. But yeah, there's a head clash there.
Yeah,
and then Sandy cuffed her with a forearm. Oh, it's a bad one as well. The blood sprayed out straight off the bat. Let's see what the corner can do for Mikaela Mayer there. It's not the first time she's been cut. She's a lady of vast experience. She's been cut before. She's dealt with the massage. She'll deal with it proper. It's not a problem. Here we go for round 9, guys. Round 9 of 10 in Vegas. The WBO welterweight title. Mikaela Mayer, Sandy Ryan 2. It's a furious pace they've come out at here.
And Mayer's
Mr. Singh said he's sweating his nuts off here. I'll laugh my fucking ass off. Big up yourself, Mr. Singh. Thank you so much for staying with us, mate. I appreciate you. Sandy's starting to land some punches on Mayer here. As that cut just discouraged Mayer a wee bit. Sandy's going for it, but now Mayer lands a good shot.
Oh, that was a lovely exchange.
Sandy's bullying her a wee bit now.
She's holding on, Mayer.
The ref's warning Mikaela about holding.
She's coming on.
She is. Oh. It's like a lion seeing the gazelle in the wilderness with us hurt, just trying to catch the hurt prey.
And
big Mayer. Shot from Ryan.
Oh, Mayer's under pressure.
Shot. Oh, my God, this is heating up now, guys. Oh, big uppercut from Sandy Ryan. Mayer's getting pummeled from pillar to post. Oh, but massive shot back. What a shot from Mikaela Mayer. She went left, right, left, uppercut, straight through the guard. Oh, Mayer is a bloody mess at the moment. She's fighting like a fucking warrior. I don't even think she knows where she is. I don't think she can even see, but she is going for it.
Oh, my goodness. It's a war.
Showing levels here. She's showing levels, is Mikaela Mayer.
Oh, great right.
Her face is a claret mess. Mr. Singh's in panic mode right now. Mayer looks a mess. I'm telling you, Mayer looks a mess.
You only have to see the rounds out. She's won, but
that's a Ryan round, that one. I'm giving Ryan her first round of the fight.
If I was a trainer, I'd be saying to Mayer now, don't be engaging.
Yeah, definitely. If I was in the Ryan corner, I'd be saying, stick that bloody head in and make that cut open up and get stopped.
Because one punch will open that eye up and it'll stop.
That's what I'd be saying to Sandy Ryan. If I was in her corner, I'd be saying, get that bloody hairline into that eye and open that fucker up. Like, get in there, rub it in, old man trick her up. Get that fucking hairline in there, rub it on the cut. Get your elbow in there, do anything you've got to do to take her out now. It's last chance saloon. This is it for Sandy Ryan. She needs to stop her in this round as it's game over. I'd be doing every dog trick in the book, mate, to get this win. If it means that much to her, you go out there and you make it happen. I'd get in there and I'd head clash her, I'd elbow her. I'd be doing everything dirty as fuck to get this win. Let's see, here we go, guys. 10th and final stanza from Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of America, between Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan 2 for the WBO welterweight title. Here we go. What has Sandy got left? Can Mayer still see out that eye? Mayer's gone straight into war zone. She's banging on Ryan. Oh, massive shots. Left-right combination there.
Well, she's closing the fight strong. You got to give her that.
She is.
Oh, come on, Sandy. Give it your best, girl.
Oh, Mayer catches her again coming in. And that's always the danger when you go hell for leather. Christina Poncher says the fight's evened out these last few rounds. She's got it close. Don't know what fight Miss Poncher's watching. I love the lady, but bloody Nora. Mayer has dominated this at a canter.
The 7 Farmers in the ring. Referee's warning Sandy about the head.
She's doing what I said, getting that head into that cut. Got 40 seconds to go here.
Oh, great shots from Sandy.
Buckled Mayer there a wee bit. She buckled.
And they're going at it.
This is a great fight.
Always was going to be neutral. It was always going to be. No, they won't rob Mayer in Vegas, mate. Terrific end to the fight. Bloody hell, they're just banging on each other, and that's the end of it.
Goodness. That was.
I'm giving that last round to Sandy Ryan, so I've got it 8-2 to Mikaela Mayer.
Sandy's on the turnbuckle thing she's won. But I give that last round to Sandy. I've got a 97-93.
I've got 98-92.
Same.
I gave Ryan the last 2 rounds, but I gave Mayer everything before that at a cancer. I think it was an easy one. Well, let's see what the judges say. They're the ones that are important here. Let's see what they're saying.
SW Boxing added 96-94 Mayer. He enjoyed it. Better fight than the last fight. I would have said so.
I don't know, more skillful, but I'd say the first fight was more dramatic.
The last couple of rounds made it. The only part of the fight that was better was the last 2.5 rounds.
Yeah, other than that, it was just the Mayer masterclass.
Then the last 3 rounds were really good.
Once you got that cut. I'm glad I found your channel. Found it randomly. I subscribe. Do you do watch-alongs? Yeah, we do everything, mate. On all fights, yeah, all boxing. We're there, mate. We do live interviews with boxers, coaches, ring MCs, announcers. We do fantasy fights occasionally, prediction shows live. So just turn on the notification bell, mate, so you'll get told every time we go live. We'd love to see you again. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who's joined us. 99 on X. Thank you very much, people around the platforms. Please like and subscribe to our channel, as Jam says. Give us a bit of a boost.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so the fight's just started with Zepeda and Farmer. Zepeda is already hard at work. He's got his Farmer backed up.
Just waiting on the scorecard here, guys, between Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. While Mr. Neutral just tells you what's happening in this Zepeda Farmer rematch, which is taking place in Mexico.
It's rather much like round 13.
Just carried on where they left off.
Yeah. Tarver is fighting on the counter off the back foot. He looks quite thick in the ring. He rehydrated very well, Tarver.
Yeah, Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer's a big lad. He had a right good go in that first fight. I was actually surprised they gave it to Zepeda. I thought Tevin Farmer actually done enough.
He's under pressure now. Zepeda's gone to work on him. He's got him following around the ring. Farmer's covering up. Trying to jab his way out of it. Still backing up. That was a nice right left on the counter there from Farmer. But still Zepeda's walking him down. Nice work from Farmer, just jabbing away. But he's against the ropes now. Referee untangles them. Let's go over to you for the result.
Yeah,
This
just
fight.
waiting on the judges, mate. Just they're about to call it now. Classy Jimmy Lennon Jr. is about to call it. For me, it's a Mikaela Mayer absolute masterclass. 8 rounds to 2. 98-92. Let's see what happens. They might be a bit more generous to Sandy Ryan. She did put on a good fight, but Mayer was far superior in every department. But let's see what the judges think. They're taking too long. Yeah, and that's the problem, isn't it, Mr. Singh? Because you know when they take so long, it's usually close. If they've got this close, I don't know what they were watching, because it's a different fight to what I just watched. Because for me, Mayer walked her for them first 8 rounds. At least 7 of them. If you give Ryan 3, I think you're being generous. Very generous. Mayer was on terrific form up until that cut. As soon as that cut happened, yeah, she took a little bit of a downward spiral. She landed some haymakers. Boom, that left hook. That rocked Sandy's little world. Almost put her back in the igloo with that little fur coat. You know what I mean? Oh, that shot was massive. Good shot there from Sandy, though. Caught her with the left. I didn't see that on the way in. She caught her with a check left as she got rocked of her own. Landed a little check left hook on the way out.
There's so many punches being thrown by both ladies, you know.
Percentage-wise, Sandy Ryan landed 39% to Mikaela Mayer's 34. To the body, 55 to 30 to Mayer. Thrown 516 Mayer, 377 for Ryan. Landed 178 to 146.
Could be an upset here.
I think it'd be an absolute outrage if they give this to Sandy Ryan. I wouldn't be too upset, but I'd be outraged at the scoring.
They're taking an awful long time.
They bloody are, man. We could have been knees deep in Tevin Farmer, Williams Zepeda by now.
To be honest, I've not been impressed with this card tonight. The event, sorry, not the card.
How long they left it was ridiculous.
Still waiting.
It's a unanimous decision.
No, it's got to be mine.
Mayer's got the win, but I'll tell you the scorecards in a second. 97-93.
I was right.
98-92 twice.
Oh, well, two of you went 98-92. I went 97-93. We're with the judges.
We're both right.
So
Basically,
Mikaela Mayer retains her WBO welterweight world title in Vegas.
difference was 1 round.
Yeah. Well, me and you, sir, had it at 98-92, Mr. Neutral at 97-93. So between the 3 of us, we covered all 3 scorecards. That's what you call boxing punditry at its finest.
Exactly. We're just as good as the judges here on Red Corner Boxing. So if you ever want to watch alongs with true judging, come here.
Exactly. Make sure everyone who's watching on X, please head over to YouTube. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a share, give us a subscribe. We're a growing channel. We've got people like Sir Han helping us out from all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. Me and Mr. Neutral are doing this for your entertainment. God bless to everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Until next time, see you soon.